By doing so, you can win some tickets to see the reigning NBA champions thanks to Our Blood Institute. After giving blood, you will be entered to win 4 tickets to see the Thunder play, a free hotel stay, and a $100 gift card. A Bloodmobile will be at the City Services Building in North Little Rock from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., and another will be at the Walgreens in Conway from 1 to 6 p.m. today. Our Blood Institute is also giving away $5,000 to one lucky donor to kick off the new year. All donors will get a Give Hope t-shirt through January 31st. Those who give blood by January 12th will be entered to win $5,000. You can set up an appointment and learn more at the Our Blood Institute website. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr. Have a great Monday, everyone.
10 Fitness brings you Top 10 Tuesdays with The Zone. Each week, Justin and DJ will dive into a different Top 10 list and take your calls. Brought to you by 10 Fitness. Turn back the clock on gym prices.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
After blustery conditions Sunday night into Monday morning, we still see breezy conditions for Monday. Gusts out of the north-northwest between 20 and 25 miles an hour are possible. Mostly sunny skies and temperatures reaching the low 40s. And then Monday night into Tuesday morning, our lows reach the low 20s. By Tuesday, our highs are in the mid-40s. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Jenna Warner.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
103.7 The Buzz is proud to bring you college football talk with Mark May every Thursday morning on Morning Mayhem, brought to you by Edwards Food Giant, the Meat People, and Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Listen as Mark breaks down the week's biggest games and makes his predictions. Mark May on The Buzz, presented by Edwards Food Giant and Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union.
David Basil here for Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. At Jones & Son, when you shop for an engagement ring, you get the benefit of shopping with the largest selection of rings in Central Arkansas. Jones & Son also carry the biggest brands in the business. At Jones & Son, shop their new collection of Jones & Son branded engagement rings. The Jones & Son rings are high quality at a fraction of the price, also are fully customizable, and they can modify any design to suit your needs. They are a direct diamond importer and import all of their diamonds, so you save money. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years. The same address and phone number for over 3 decades. Finding the perfect piece of jewelry to match the occasion can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be at Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. Find the right diamonds for that special occasion. Jones & Son invites you to come by or shop with them online at jonesandson.com. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years.
Mickey Hennard for Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy. We carry Steel's full line of outdoor power equipment. Dad started the business, and we've been family-owned for over 30 years. Take exit 42 in Searcy to Hennard Foothills Equipment.
This is Justin Acree. If hand or wrist pain is getting in the way of your daily life, it's time to see the specialists at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Their fellowship-trained hand and wrist surgeons treat everything from arthritis and fractures to nerve injuries and carpal tunnel. And with Arkansas's only hand trauma telemedicine program, advanced care is available around the clock. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Legendary NFL referee Walt Coleman on Morning Mayhem this football season is brought to you by Sigma Supply Packaging Products, now a part of Brady Plus. If you're not using Sigma Supply for your packaging and shipping, you got low-grade product, man. Online at sigmasupply.com.
And ESPN Radio Extra Point with Gabe Neitzel.
If this was Michigan 15 years ago, 20 years ago, before the NIL and transfer portal era, I would say they would have some work to do in repairing the trust and making sure that you can go out and get those recruits, that the recruits are going to trust the university and do all those things. Now it just seems like as long as you're spending the money, you're going to be competitive.
Yeah.
And I don't think the boosters are going anywhere. They've loved Michigan football for a very long time. So as long as you have the money continuing to flow into the program, I feel like hiring Kyle Whittingham is a great hire for the University of Michigan because he's still going to have the support. He's gone out, shown that he can be a highly effective coach. Heck, in the BCS era, he led Utah to an undefeated season. But he has shown that he can be a highly successful coach. And if he gets the support that most coaches do at Michigan, I think he's going to be fine.
Texting enrolls
calls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Man, I love seeing the old gang at these reunions.
Did you see Brian? He's in better shape than he was 25 years ago. How is that even possible?
Yep, I ran into him a few weeks ago and had to ask. He told me he started taking Nugenix Total T2.
The testosterone booster?
Yeah, but it's way more than that now. It also skyrockets your nitric oxide in as little as 3 hours. I started taking it right away, and I'm already seeing results.
I was wondering what you were doing. You seriously crushed me in that pickup game last week.
Yep, after 40, energy, strength, drive, it all starts going downhill. But with T2, I feel like my old self again. Stronger, leaner, and my energy is way up. My wife even noticed a difference. They're giving out complimentary bottles right now. Just send them a text.
Text ROCK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of new Nugenix Total T2. Text now and you'll also get a free bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator. That's ROCK to 321-321. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Product not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang the bombs bursting in air, yea, through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
0600. What's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early.
All right, folks, enjoy the show. Stay tuned. We're going live.
Morning Mayhem starts now with David Basil, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore. Live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
Right away up on me through train, take it right from Mississippi clean. I was on that midnight flyer out of Birmingham.
Good morning from the office of your favorite president to all of the 609ers, Los Angeles.
All right, you 609ers, you know what to do. December 29th, you move it.
Get that guy on that. Move it.
I don't pay attention to rumors. I don't pay attention to movie magazines. I don't read them because they're all junk.
What's that bone in his pocket?
15 minutes he would set us at the terminal gate. Swing low chariot, come down easy, taxi to the terminal zone. Cut your engines and cool your wings and let me make it to the telephone.
Los Angeles.
I'm in Norfolk, Virginia, Tidewater 41009. Tell the folks back home this is the promised land, cause we're on the line. Working on the T-bone steak, all the carny flying over to the Golden State. The pilot told us in 13 minutes he would set us at the terminal gate. Swing old chariot, come down easy, taxi to the terminal zone. Put your engines and cool your wings and let me make it to the telephone.
Los Angeles. Transition and getting up and down the floor and getting transition baskets. I don't think they have the team that can beat LSU. But if they can get a little mayhem going, as we like to talk about, they got a great chance.
Attaboy, Joe.
That's right, Joe.
Hey, baby, we're going to be here all day. We're going to be here all day, baby. I like this kind of party. I like this kind of party, baby.
I'm with you, Mike. I like Samurai Mike. There's a lot of party going on this past weekend. Yesterday was great in the NFL, David.
Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, December 29th.
Yeah.
Good to be back, 6:11 on a chilly day. Wind chill is 19. I think the current temp is 30.
I think so, Bob.
Good morning, Roger.
Good morning, David. Welcome home.
It's great to be back.
Yeah, it is good to be
Missed you.
home. Yeah, missed you.
Missed you.
Missed you too, Bob.
Trip Keeter is in the producer studio today. Good morning, Trip. How are you?
Hello. Good morning, fellas. It's cold.
Yeah, it's a 40-degree drop yesterday.
40 degree. You hear what I said?
Yeah, that's
all that wind was blowing. I had to go to the station yesterday to do a few things, and the wind was every leaf on one side of the parking lot was on the other side before I could get out of the park.
It was zipping.
Well, that was the storm coming in.
It's probably wind chill is almost zero probably in Fayetteville right now. I would think early. It's pretty low. It's pretty single digits. I would think in Fayetteville. Trey Shapp is with us as well. Trey, thanks for helping us set up here.
Yeah, Trey.
We're here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram today. Zippy's already here. Frank will be here. We'll get a visit from Chris Kane stopping by here shortly. We'll get a visit from R.J. Hawk stopping by here, and we'll hear from Pat Bradley as Razorbacks play tonight in basketball against the Dukies.
Yeah. 25.5-point favorite on your Oakland Racing Casino Sports app. 7 o'clock is tip bash.
Yes.
And as we speak, it is 20 degrees in Fayetteville.
So the wind chill is 5.
Boom. Big fiver.
Yeah.
Big fiver. Way to go there.
That's gonna get down to Florida too. It's getting. I mean, it's gonna obviously come across the whole country. But anyway, glad you're with us. It was Roger. You have not done the show. I took a couple days off. Thank you for covering for me. To surprise my dad on Monday, Tuesday. So we have not been. You have not been on the show since Tuesday. Tuesday was the last day.
Correct.
Going into Christmas, so many activities have happened. So many things. Did you have a great Christmas?
I had a great Christmas day.
Okay, it was great Christmas.
It was great. It was great. It was fantastic. I was telling Trey the same thing. It's not what I got. It's what everyone else was able to achieve and receive. And by that I mean full hearts. How about you?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. My dad was shocked. He had no idea.
Yeah, he saw somebody. Listen, I see the video of you sneaking into your dad. He's going, hey, somebody getting into the house. He doesn't even get out of his chair. He's telling his wife, go see who that burger is.
He hears the bell go off. So I said, you got any Diet Cokes in here? And he was not expecting me until later in January, so it blew him away. My mother wasn't expecting either, so that was a home run. And then got to go to Redfield and Hope, and then hung out with Frank over the weekend for a few days down in Tampa. So it was a good Christmas. Trip, did you have a good one as well?
Yeah, I would say so. It was pretty good. I was sick for the most part, so like when, Roger and I did the show on Tuesday, I was nearly dying, but thanks to modern day medicine, I am A-okay now. So overall, it was a pretty fun Christmas.
Something going around. I think you can hear me. I got a little bit of it, and I think Josh got back from Hawaii like yesterday or last night or something. So he's had a long trip. I think he must have been out there 7 or 10 days. So Trip, appreciate you stepping in and helping us out today.
Capable hands. We're incapable.
Justin Moore had a four-top baptism yesterday.
Sure did.
Kate and his three girls got baptized yesterday at church. That was a cool deal for them. And a lot of things happened. I think one of the biggest news stories, even though we're a sports station, we got a new billionaire in Arkansas. $1.8 billion Powerball lottery. Cabot, Arkansas. You know, funny, Roger. on Wednesday, I think it must have been, I can't remember what day it was. I remember thinking to myself, wouldn't it be just crazy if somebody walked in and bought that ticket? It just crossed my mind in Arkansas. And when I could not believe it when I was down in Tampa, and somebody said, "Well, an Arkansas person won it." What? And it's Cabot, one person, one. How about that? $1.8 billion, which I think is $8. If you take the one lump sum, it's $830 million.
I saw that, yeah.
And then with taxes, probably you end up netting $450, which is a pretty darn good net after taxes, after everything.
There's a part that I go, you know what?
I know. You give
such a rip-off.
I know it is.
Such a rip-off.
It is. It's ridiculous.
Such a rip-off.
You win $1.8 billion, you get to that.
Exactly.
What a racket.
Yeah. Listen, you've got to immediately get a hold of somebody who knows what they're doing.
Tax benefits.
Absolutely. You got to write off everything. You can put me, whoever you are, if you're listening, you can put me down as a dependent.
Anyway, the interesting thing, somebody knows who that is in Cabot. I'm telling you, somebody knows who won Cabot.
You know what? Here's the thing. Maybe
do we know the gas station? Do we know which one it was? Does anybody know that out there?
I didn't read that. We used to go with Brian Morris. He would buy a ton of them. My left ear. He would buy a ton of them, and I had some sitting on my desk at the house for a month before I went and checked them. He said, we didn't win the big prize, yada, yada.
Yeah.
So I didn't throw them away because there could be a couple of bucks on it. Well, lo and behold, there was one that had $8 on it.
Okay.
But there was a half a dozen of them. So this person, they knew that it was in Arkansas. And if I knew it was in Arkansas, I'm immediately looking at my tickets and going, I know I won. I'm not waiting. But, we hear some people who don't turn them in for a year. You've got a year.
Yeah, and you don't have to acknowledge publicly.
No.
That's a new law, I think, where you don't. And you know what? I'm not sure if I would either. I think ultimately it gets out. I mean, if you win $1 billion, almost $2 billion, it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
And plus,
you're already talking to you've already got an attorney.
Oh yeah, there's no question. But of course, too, there's a restriction. I think it'd be nice to know from the Powerball folks, the Arkansas Lottery, is that they've got a cap on how much the gas station can get. I think 50,000 is what I've heard. Now, and they sued in California where the gas station's got $1 million, but I think they've got it in place where it doesn't matter what the amount is, it's capped out at 50, which is sort of a rip-off, too. It's like, no, man, give me a percentage.
Well, going in, if that's your deal, you already signed the contract.
Think about that. You walk in one morning, he's going to know exactly what time.
Or she,
thank you, what time that was done. Changed their life forever by walking into a gas station in Cabot. Watch it be Tommy Smith.
Wow.
Could you imagine?
We'll know later if we go into the office and he's there.
He's off the station. He's fired everybody.
He's fired everybody. He shut it down. He's made DJC the new GM.
That's so good.
And Big Dave is running the point.
Chris Zender joins us now. Zippy, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Listen, you sound a little bit like me, fighting through a little head cold or something, right?
Yep, but we got to go.
Listen, you guys have to sell a lot of cars between now and Friday, right?
Yeah, I got 18 new cars to sell.
Okay.
So Frank called me yesterday and said, "What we're going to do?" So we're going to do sales tax paid to the end of the year. So,
okay.
Well, until Friday. This year's kind of wonky.
What's that mean?
So you come in here and buy a car.
That's a new car.
That's a new car. So at 6.5%, on a $50,000 car, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So for every $10,000, you're going to save $650. So you get 20,000, you're going to be at 1,300.
Put it in layman terms like that, Zipper. That's how I know. So for every 10,000 on that sticker, I'm saving. The 6.5, I'm saving $650.
That's right.
Okay.
So and by the way, somebody, and we're going to get to all your text messages too.
That's almost, so that's 6,000. That's 6,000. That's almost. Let's say another 10,000. You're going to give me another 10,000 off somewhere down the line.
That's right.
With this week, so we're already looking at close to 20 already off before I even bought the car.
That's right. It's desperation mode.
So funny. So I was with Frank. We flew down to Tampa. He was going to look at some of his horses, and a problem came up, so we weren't able to do that. But Frank, we're trying to kick back a little bit down there, and Frank's on his phone. I hear him going. Starts calling somebody. Said, "What's that customer doing right there?" And I says, Frank, I said, are you watching the showroom? He said, yeah, watching the showroom. He's, I swear to you, he's down there kicking, but he's got all his cameras. I don't know how many dealership cameras he's got. I'm sure he's got one in here, right? Zip?
Oh, we got one in here, buddy.
And so it wasn't here he was calling. I think he was calling one of the stores up in Northwest Arkansas.
That's a lot of gigabytes.
But he called he called the salesperson, and the salesperson said, well, he's with somebody else or whatever. But speaking of the devil, there he is right there.
It's Big Brother.
It's Big Brother, yeah.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
A couple things. Somebody says it was the Murphy USA in Cabot, apparently is what it was.
All right, that's
Murphy
a Walmart.
Oil Station in Cabot.
Yeah.
So
where is it? So
said
that's by Walmart.
Is it?
That's
I mean,
where Murphy is.
You know exactly. All those are okay. 661.
It's right there off the freeway. You can't miss it.
Want to thank everybody who said Los Angeles. Someone says here, let's get these things started. I've been having morning mayhem withdrawal. 609
Thank
move
you
it.
for that. We appreciate
because
you.
we have not been on the air since Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday. So Frank Fletcher joins. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning. Pretty early.
I was just talking about you even while you're down there in Tampa. You got your phone there and you're monitoring the showroom, customers walking around.
Yeah. I got camera system on all the stores.
You pull that mic a little bit closer to you. Go.
Sometimes that's good. Sometimes you see too much.
Well, Zippy just said you got 18 to sell by Friday, and you guys won't be open on New Year's Day, correct?
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll be open Thursday.
So, of course, we got a lot of things going on in Oaklawn. You know, they got racing in Oaklawn. Yeah. So if you don't have your plans yet, that could be a good one. You got the Ozzy Osbourne tribute band. That's January 1.
The experience or experiment.
You got, as we mentioned, the Razorbacks play tonight. So that's a 7:00 game versus James Madison. What a shocker yesterday. Razorback women. Oh, my gosh. Arkansas State wins for the first time ever in Fayetteville. First time they've beaten Arkansas in 20 years. And listen, you know, they're getting ready to get into conference play now. It's not. I'm a little worried about Razorback women's basketball right now. Now listen,
has Cal called her anymore since that first call?
I don't know, but Arkansas State, I like that coach. Not that I don't like the coach at Arkansas, but I like that coach at Arkansas State. She's like, hey, I'm an Arkansan. This is a big deal for us. They were up 19 at one point.
Right.
So, you know, and we're getting ready to get a lot tougher. So that was a big shocker. What about those games yesterday in the NFL, Frank?
Fantastic,
I don't know if you got. Oh my gosh, those games at the end were. I guess
watched the Buffalo Bills.
That was a great game.
Yeah, it really was a good game. Then I watched the one last night.
Excellent game there. And the cool part is, next week that it comes down to the final game for some stuff, like with the Steelers and the Ravens. With that guy.
Yeah, the Eagles over the Bills 13-12, Browns over the Steelers 13-6. You know, losing to the Browns, how bad the Browns.
The Patriots. I didn't realize it was the first time in 6 years.
What?
That they've
won. Yes.
They
won the division. Yeah.
The Patriots got a quarterback.
I mean,
what's
Buffalo's
that? Yeah, they do.
Good.
They do. They have 6 years.
Where did that kid go to school?
He went North Carolina. Drake May. Is that right? I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was.
That's good.
Then you had how about the 49ers over the Bears? We were talking about last night.
Last night, just one score.
42-38. Yeah. I was thinking, which is, and I know Chris Kane's going to be here shortly, and he's a big Jacksonville guy. Who's the coach of the year? Is it Vrabel for the Pats, Cohen for Jacksonville, or Johnson at Chicago?
Chicago.
All three of them can make the argument. I mean, all three of them are double-digit wins. Matter of fact, I don't think anybody the guy at Jacksonville, first time in NFL history, the team that he took over his first year, they'd only won 4 games last year. They win, 12? I think they've won 12 so far this year. I think Vrabel's the same way. I think they were bad last year. They've won.
Seattle.
Seattle.
You didn't even mention Seattle. I mean, they got 13 games going on.
Yeah, Patriots are 8-0
wins.
They are. Yeah, they're tough. And I am terrible. My picks. I did not get one college pick right. I 0-4 my college picks. I was 0-2 my NFL. I'm just. Oakland's getting ready to fire me. I just know it's coming.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that.
The other big story, Frank, we haven't been on the air. Roger did the last show on Tuesday. Michigan's got a new coach.
Yeah.
My gosh, and that they sort of they ran Whittingham off at Utah, sort of. I mean, I think felt like they sort of pushed him out.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Michigan looks around and they got him a pretty good coach.
Yeah. And he says it's the last stop.
Yeah. Did you know who Whittingham was the defensive coordinator for at Utah his first 2 years there? At Utah? You want to take a shot?
At Utah.
Uh-huh. That's where he's been for the last, 19 years, 18 years.
Right.
But he was defensive coordinator the first 2 years, and he's been head coach for the next 17.
Nah.
It's a coach who went on to do pretty well. Matter of fact, when three national championships, two rather, in two different colleges.
Yeah. Florida and Ohio State.
That's right, Urban Meyer. Yeah, brought him into the touchdown. So Urban Meyer was Whittingham's coach at the time. Anyway, Frank, we had a good time this weekend hanging out. That was fun.
Yeah, we really did. We went out to Tampa, stayed in a hotel that had the swimming pool on top of the hotel. That was pretty cool, being up high in the 75, 80-degree weather.
And I read a book. I read a full book in 2 days.
Wow.
The book that he's been talking about, Roger, where he said the author was ever told.
Oh.
It was his book, and I read it in 2 days. So it was very entertaining.
Wayne Lucas and the first Philly to win the
Kentucky Derby. Yeah, it was outstanding. It was a lot of fun. So, I enjoyed it. And now we get ready for January 2nd starts the transfer portal. So that's going to be sort of crazy. Has anything happened, Roger, in the last few days that we need to know about here in Arkansas besides the lottery? Has anything happened?
No. Well, Wally says he's not in the portal.
Yeah, I did see that.
I haven't noticed anything other than I've seen Cal and some of his musing about all of that stuff on that end of it, all that. And, of course, there's a part of me that finds it rich to be lectured on things like that from coaches who have had their own issues in the past.
Yeah, and
it's true.
Yeah,
but still,
and coming from a guy like that who's talking about these guys were getting all this money, all of a sudden they get ready to go get a job a few years from now, and they go, "You're going to get paid $55,000 a year," and they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
You know,
do I get a car?
Do I get a car? Do I get an apartment?
Show up?
Yeah,
I have to do that. And of course, Cal also admits that it's. He said, other than being poor, what's worse than that is being rich and being poor again. And he is not. So
that's right. That's a great point.
Yeah.
He said once you become wealthy, and then you lose it.
Once you've been poor, the worst thing about being poor is not
when you make money and then lose
you
it.
Go back. He said doesn't want to go back again. So
going back on the lottery, Frank, do you ever play that? Have you ever play the lottery?
No, I don't play. I buy scratch-off tickets for my grandkids, and they have a big time. Doing that, but.
I can remember where we didn't have the lottery tickets here in Arkansas, and my old buddy Jennings Osborne would send one of his guys to drive to Missouri to buy them. That's what he used to do, and we know a guy's won $1 million, right?
Sure.
Yeah, Brian Morris who's won $1 million. So
I've observed though. I was in a service station one day, and a lady came in and she got a handful of drinks and some candy and 2 or 3 things, had an armful of stuff, and came over and cashed her check. It was like $400 or $500, and then she bought like $50 worth of lottery tickets, and gave her very little back. I was just standing there, watching, none of my business, but I thought to myself, I'm not sure. Some people really spend an absurd amount of what they make on gambling.
Yeah. Not good. I will say something interesting that happened. My dad remarried after he divorced my mom, and his wife has a daughter who's got 2 kids, and those 2 kids somehow convinced their parents and my dad and his wife to get up at 4:30 on Christmas morning to go down and look at what Santa had brought. 4:30.
So why not?
4:30 in the morning is that the kids had somehow finagled the weather to get everybody. So we're going to do this at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh wow!
Yeah, oh wow! It's like no. Yeah. No. I said, Dad, you are not getting up at 4:30 in the morning.
Which is funny because all I've heard from some people telling some stories. I think Joe may have said it that his dad made them all sit on the stairs until 6 a.m. Remember that?
I don't know. Is that good?
Yeah, I think that's what he said. Well, just hold on.
Yeah.
We're going to be thankful for it. We're going to say prayers and everything first and all that, So.
Hey. Whew, I said, Dad.
4:30. Back in the day, I was just going to bed and putting everything out.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. If you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037. They've already said it. Zippy's already said it. No sales
on Tim Friday. Roger knows the discount. What is it?
It is. It's going to be about $10,000 to $600. What's $650 for every $10,000 that vehicle stick, and that's That's just breaking it down.
That's right.
I mean, we can get more technical about it, but again, like I was saying, if I'm getting close to $10,000 off with you paying the sales tax through Friday, plus you want to sell some cars, it's not only the end of the month, it's the end of the year deals going on. So there's possibly $25,000 maybe.
Yeah, look at that.
That's
Wow.
going to come off of $50,000.
You just did that in your head, just like a calculator.
That is city school math.
As I mentioned, Chris Kane will be here, brought to you by our good friends. Oh, my gosh, look at here. Kate Moore is up at 6:09 this morning. Kate Moore, newly baptized with her daughters, Ella, Kennedy, and Klein.
There is audio of that, too, that you might not want anybody to hear.
That was a special day for Justin Moore yesterday at church with all of his girls, including his wife.
That's wonderful.
That's
got baptized.
fantastic.
It is. So that's awesome stuff, Kate. Yeah, happy. That's really cool for you and the girls.
Congrats.
All right, do not go away. We're here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. They're doing deals all this
Centennial
week.
Bank presents Dan Hampton each week on Morning Mayhem. Centennial Bank. Strength is no accident. You work hard for your money. Keep it secure at Centennial Bank. Member FDIC.
This is SportsCenter.
Some of the notable NFL scores from yesterday. The Seahawks defeated the Panthers 27-10. The Eagles narrowly defeated the Bills 13-12. And now the San Francisco 49ers on a 6-game win streak after defeating the Chicago Bears 42-38. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Rams take on the Atlanta Falcons on Monday Night Football at 7:15 on ESPN. And also tonight, the Razorback basketball team will face off against the James Madison Dukes. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. on SEC Network Plus, and coverage can be heard right here on 103.7 The Buzz. I'm Trip Keeter for The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
After blustery conditions Sunday night into Monday morning, we still see breezy conditions for Monday. Gusts out of the north-northwest between 20 and 25 miles an hour are possible. Mostly sunny skies and temperatures reaching the low 40s. And then Monday night into Tuesday morning, our lows reach the low 20s. By Tuesday, our highs are in the mid-40s. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Jenna Warner.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
The 36th Annual Reliance Bank Arkansas Big Buck Classic, January 23rd through the 25th at the State Fairgrounds, presented by Arkansas's best Chevy dealers. Listen for the Big Buck Sounder next week to qualify on air or register during Big Buck to win a hunting rifle, $1,000 gift certificate from Hunter's Refuge, or an Arkansas Game and Fish lifetime hunting license. The Arkansas Big Buck Classic, January 23rd through the 25th, brought to you by Bradford Marine and ATV, Can-Am, Hunter's Refuge, Remington, Taka Hunting Gear, and Outlaw Beer.
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to FletcherCredit.com to get started. You can be pre-approved in minutes. It's really not hard. FletcherCredit.com. Folks, we're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car or truck you want to turn into cash, bring it to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Thank you.
This is Justin Acree. If hand or wrist pain is getting in the way of your daily life, it's time to see the specialists at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Their fellowship-trained hand and wrist surgeons treat everything from arthritis and fractures to nerve injuries and carpal tunnel. And with Arkansas's only hand trauma telemedicine program, advanced care is available around the clock. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
When there's work to do, ground to break, and a reputation to uphold, you need the powerful, durable Kubota RTVX, North America's #1 selling diesel utility vehicle. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 1.99% APR for up to 36 months, or save up to $300. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit your local River Valley Tractor dealer or online at rivervalleytractor.com.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Little Elvis Presley bringing us back. It is good morning, everybody. It's 6:35. We're glad to be back. Morning Mayhem, first show since last Tuesday. We've missed y'all.
Yeah,
and we appreciate all the messages about y'all missing us. We are here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, a rare Monday appearance as we get ready to sell some cars to finish out the new year. Let's bring in Chris Kane to the show too, Raj, by the way.
Thanks, Elvis.
For more than a decade, Chris Kane has graced the airwaves of KATV Channel 7 as weekend sports anchor with Steve Sullivan, and then later news anchor and personality on KATV's Daybreak Morning Show. He's the current MC of the prestigious Miss Arkansas pageant. He's guest hosted every show on the Buzz, and he's an expert on solar power. But today, it's all about mayhem. Brought to you by Trader Mills. Check out their new line of pontoon boats in Hot Springs and off I-30 in Little Rock, and get out on the water.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning.
Let's see, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me on the echo? There we go.
Yeah.
Great to be in the showroom.
Yeah, it seemed like you were here a couple months ago.
And little did I know at the time, Frank could see me while I was here if he wanted to, as he could watch from anywhere. That was fun to learn this morning.
Yeah, Frank, I told him about your little secrets. About that, how you can you see all your dealerships on your phone?
Yes. Always watching. Always watching.
Well, let me tell you, one of the highlights, in addition to me reading my first full book in a while, which was a fascinating book about how these guys gambled on Dwayne Lucas's Philly winning the Kentucky Derby before anybody sort of knew.
About a year before they started making a bet.
Yeah, it was. In addition to doing that and hanging out with Frank, was listening, flying back yesterday. Was Frank just sort of gave a tutorial of his of being a salesperson, and it reminds me why Frank still does what he does, because it's in his blood. It's in his blood. It was in his blood when he was 25 years old. It's in his blood when however old you are. But, yeah, we're doing deals here today. And by the way, somebody says, our buddy Chris from Northwest Arkansas said, I like Frank's hat. That's from Chris up in Springdale. By the way, 5 degrees in Fayetteville today. Wind chill. What it feels like. Wind chill, that's right. 15 degrees around here. Yeah, and we're trying to track down, to find out if we can get anybody to fess up who got the $1.8 billion ticket at the Cabot.
Yeah, we'd like for them to come in and buy a few cars.
So, of course, you know what would happen. I knew this was going to happen. The minute that cat out, everybody who covers Razorback sports, who's a Razorback fan, said they hope it's a Razorback fan.
Yeah.
And so there's a new billionaire, they can maybe help us out with players. And we talked about
speaking of Razorback fans and all that, you were asking us anything changed. Now we know his buddy is no longer with us.
That's right.
Yeah.
But since we've done the show, Bobby Petrino is with Bill Belichick in North Carolina. What has Bobby had to say to you?
Bobby is very, very happy to have the job. His son-in-law got the job at Coastal Carolina as a head coach, and his son Nick, who Bobby's worked with a lot, got the offensive coordinator job. So their schools are relatively close, and I think they're going to Bobby's wife, they're going to move over that area, and they're going to buy a house, and then they have a lot of the son and son-in-law have a lot of grandkids. So he's happy.
I don't know who was the offensive coordinator at North Carolina this year. I don't even know. I don't even know how good they obviously weren't as good offensively as they needed to be.
No, he will do wonders over there, I think.
Yeah.
With what he's going to have to work with, because they have a pretty good NIL budget, from what I understand. They're beefing that up.
I think they got some extra money. I think everybody was disappointed in last year. And I said, well, what are you going to do about a quarterback? And he goes, I got 2. And I go, where'd you get them? He goes, I recruited them for Arkansas.
That's the way it goes. We talked about this. This Friday starts the transfer portal. And it is the deals are already being made. I mean, they're already happening now because agents are, even though they're not supposed to be. But
Freddie Kitchens,
former Cleveland Browns head coach.
Yeah.
when Johnny Manziel was there.
So Freddie Kitchens. Yeah, I've heard that name. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Bobby Petrino, a much more, suitable name for that. But we talked about there being 10,000 total players that will be available that were FBS guys and FCS guys. So it's going to be absolutely nuts. Yeah. It's and then I guess we've heard in the last week the Razorbacks have kept some of their players. The one big defensive lineman, I think, which. He made the announcement. I was sitting in the airport. I've been all over the place the last week, but I remember sitting. It was the kid, the big Jeff Hard kid. I can't even pronounce his name. He was the one that the Memphis quarterback dragged about 10 yards. And he came out and just said, "I'm not staying here. Thanks, Arkansas fans." And I said, "I don't know how I should feel. Should I care? Did we not offer him enough money? Did we tell him he needs to go?" We were ranked 120th out of 130th in defense, and so it's maybe not a good idea to have anybody other than Quincy Rhodes.
You've had coaches say this about that. You've had Calipari talk about the portal and everybody leaving. That no one, if you're at 4 different schools in 4 different years, you're not going to graduate from any of them. The percentage of it is likely that you're not going to graduate from, and no one here in the state is going to. You're not going to be ensconced in the state like you were, or some of the other people are. Yeah. And then on the other end, you've got Kirby Smart, who was out railing about telling everybody, "Why don't you tell me you're staying? Why don't you tell me you're working harder? Tell me all that, because tell me you're leaving. I don't care." And that's where I am with it, but that's not to be so much cynical as it is you're gone. I mean,
well, the funny thing that I called one of the guys that's staying is Quincy Rhodes Jr., who's an Arkansas guy. Mm-hmm. So I called Zippy the minute I saw where he had posted that he had a new car from Fletcher Dodge. So I called Zippy before I saw you this weekend. I said, "Zippy, is he a new NIL guy for you guys, or did he buy that?" And you said he bought that, right?
Yes, he did. He's a great player.
Great kid.
He did a great social media post. He got a Hellcat engine and a Challenger.
Oh boy!
I mean, he got a bad car.
I'm sure y'all cut him probably a good deal, I would think.
Sure. Absolutely.
He'll probably sell 10 cars for him.
Yeah,
he did a great job. He was so excited.
He's a good young man.
He's a spirit to be around.
He's a good guy.
He's a fun guy. He's a kid at heart, but man, he's a big old guy.
You see, he looks like an NFL player, and he had a good year. He still hadn't reached his max. I think he's got more ahead of him, and he got paid. Again, what we talked about. The odds are that the reason they were able to get KJ and him is like, hey, you ain't going anywhere. We're going to give you some extra money, and you stay in here, that's the way it works. He's a guy, Frank, and Roger, what you were just talking about, that can be an he can finish his career here. He'll play 3 years here. He's from here. He'll appreciate it.
Rarity.
A rarity. That's exactly right.
I mean, he's from down the street, but his personality was just so big.
Yeah.
And he's very, very humble. Yeah, I could tell by dealing with him for a couple weeks.
Yeah, he was on Big Sarge's show throughout the because he likes to fish. So he was on Big Sarge's show throughout the year. So good for him. Now we're talking about Oaklawn. Ron Moquette's listening. Ron is a faithful listener, Frank, of the show.
Very good friend of mine.
He said Big Frank is a legend. Always root for Rocket Horses. And I regret now after reading that book that I didn't get a chance to meet Dwayne Lucas. Now I would have liked to have. Gone back after reading that book and know a little bit more about him. He reminds me back then he was flashy, sort of like Baffert is now. Sunglasses, Hollywood driving the road.
He had the look.
Yeah, he did. And but anyway, so Roger, this week, basically, you got racing. This is the first half of their 2 seasons that will end up this weekend. So if you hadn't made plans, now's the time to go over there. And
Thursday, right?
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You got Smarty Jones on Saturday. And so, you got the Aussie band. Cover band January 1st.
Yeah, that's right. It's Crazy Train. It's the America's Aussie Experience, which is on New Year's Day.
And you get if you get one free, buy one get one free right now. So that's something. In addition to all the other stuff.
And I'm not sure, but they may also have because they have in the past. They may have a New Year's a lunch down that way too. Maybe we can find that out.
Yeah. But if you have made your plans, it's going to be again pretty cool that you're racing all the way through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you hadn't made your plans. Frank, we were talking about weather. I was watching. I turned to whatever the channel is that has racing, and there was some place in America where there was snow on the ground, and they were racing. So as bad as we think it's cold here, it was somewhere it's worse cold. Now I'm telling you, this week was nice. I mean, it was down while we were down in
spring weather.
Yeah, it was abnormal, if you will. Listen, you're a Jacksonville Jag fan. We were just down there in Florida, in Tampa. You've got to be on cloud nine. We were making fun of that coach from
Duval.
He's so silly, and he's turned out to be a darn good coach for Jacksonville.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier.
Who's the coach of the year?
The coach of the year, I mean, it's going to go to Ben Johnson, I think, in Chicago.
So?
I mean, he's had a couple of close losses against really good teams, so I don't think the win-loss record is going to really affect him. Chicago is a big market. It's a national brand team. Jacksonville kind of thrives off the nobody believes in us, nobody gives us anything, and that's good. In fact, I used to, growing up, I wanted to hear national media talk about my team, right? You want that because it means you're doing well. Now I've noticed they've been able to feed off that and use it as a mantra and a sticking point to propel them forward. And so at this point, it's like, no, I want them to feel slighted at every turn so that they play even harder, go even more intense. And I think Cohen, as well as he's done this year and as great as he's done for Jacksonville, like you said, the only coach in NFL history to take over a team that won 4 or less games and win 12 or more the next year, it's going to go to Ben Johnson because of the market, the brand, and he's done a phenomenal job. So it's kind of a 1A, 1B option.
Guys are good.
And it'll be interesting, though, because Vrabel's going to get a lot of the Northeast votes on that. A lot of the Boston, New York media is going to vote for Vrabel, but he's a known quantity. He's been great as a coach at Tennessee. So I think that you're going to see Johnson come away with it, but it's going to be splitting hairs at the end.
For the college games, we had a lot of college games playing. Like on Saturday, you had two surprises. Somewhat, Virginia beats Missouri. Virginia wins 11 games this year. That guy was a Broyles Award winner, Tony Elliott. And then you had LSU lose. You know, they lost to Houston. And there really hadn't been has there been any college game that's really sort of jumped out at you that we've played so far?
Not that I've seen.
Other than you had the playoff games, last week, and then you've got the playoff games coming up.
The bowl games, I mean, it was talked about, right, a couple of years ago. They said, hey, the expanded playoff's going to kill these bowl games, and I think we all scoffed a little, like, oh, no, the bowls will be fine. The bowls are the bowls. People will watch it because of sports gambling. And I think you're still going to get some of that, but if you ask, hey, how much college football did you watch this past weekend in bowl season? Maybe 30 minutes.
Did you watch any games, Frank?
I watched Lane Kiffin at halftime on the
LSU
that's
game.
It. Yeah. And I thought he was discombobulated.
Discombobulated?
Yeah. He just rambled on. I mean, I thought he did a terrible job, and I thought he should have kept his ass off TV. He's
sort of disrespectful.
He's not the coach there now, and he's not anywhere. He needs to go count his money and be quiet.
Now you got a game today, Georgia Southern and App State. Tomorrow you got Tennessee and Illinois. That's Brett Bielema. That should be a pretty good game. USC versus TCU. That's a good game. And then you got on Wednesday, Iowa Vanderbilt. That's a pretty good game. Arizona State and Duke. And then you got the playoff games, which we'll talk about as well.
Then you got the Arkansas Razorback basketball team.
That's right. You got James Madison tonight. You got Tennessee Saturday, and
Oklahoma says it's 25.5 points.
Does it seem like it's a good idea that we haven't played in 10 days, right?
Well, the weird part to me was looking at that we've played 12 games. It just seems that everything that's happened, I guess, with the holiday, it just seems like that's all. Just 12 games. Seems like we played.
They're just such big games.
Yeah,
they
were big marquee games, so it felt like we've already played a season.
It's been a quarter.
That's right.
Of those,
Yeah, I just don't know if it's a good idea to go 9 days without playing a game. So you've got all this momentum going. You sort of get.
Well, it's James Madison, so.
I'm just talking about maybe.
Well, tonight's going to be a practice.
It is. It is. It would have been nice to get maybe one more in between, but
you wouldn't have been able to see it.
I know. Let me tell you what. It was good. It was good to be. Listen, a great trip, all over the place. Hashtag blessed.
I didn't turn my alarms. I turned them off Tuesday night. I didn't turn them on until last night.
Well, we're glad everybody's listening out there.
Amen.
We've missed you, and we hope you missed us. And we are here selling cars and trucks. Let me tell you, this is the most vehicles I've seen in this lot. I want to say in years.
Same thing.
I pulled in enough tonight. This thing is full.
Let me talk about that. Just a minute.
Let's take a break. We'll come back and let you do that. All right, don't go away. It's 6:48 here on Morning Mayhem.
This is David Basil for my bank, Simmons Bank. I love the fact that Simmons Bank started in Pine Bluff way back in 1903 with a little over $3,000 in deposits, and over the last 122 years, they've grown to 6 states, 200 locations, and $27 billion in assets. But the best thing is, they've never forgotten where home is. They're committed to helping Arkansans reach their dreams. Whether it's a home loan or money for home improvements, Simmons Bank wants to help. They can turn the equity in your home into a line of credit or help take your business to the next level. Just start by going online and opening an account at SimmonsBank.com. It's that simple. And if you haven't noticed, Simmons Bank is in the community because they live where you live. Simmons Bank Arena in North Little Rock, Simmons Bank Field at War Memorial Stadium, and Simmons Bank Field and Pavilions at UAPB. Just some of the venues that Simmons Bank supports. And congrats to Simmons for hosting the second Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens at Pleasant Valley Country Club. Another outstanding job. Well done. And if you haven't noticed, I am proud to call Simmons Bank my bank.
Hey, this is your conscience. Just want to remind you, December 31st is the last day to get 50% off the joining fee at the Little Rock Athletic Club or Racket Club. Get in there now and join, or you're going to hear from me again.
Hi, I'm Steve Edwards Jr. with Edwards Food Giant and Edwards Cash Saver. Christmas season is upon us, and with that comes all the typical hustle and bustle of the holidays. This Christmas, as you hang your stockings and sip the hot chocolate, take a moment to celebrate the true reason for the season. Love, hope, and joy brought to us on that first Christmas night. Share kindness, offer forgiveness, and embrace the love that came to us that holy night. From the entire team at Edwards, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Every winter, the football world pauses and turns its attention to Arkansas as the Broyles Award is given to the nation's
First thing he cleans up is his damn attitude.
Assistant coach. David Basil created this prize to honor the legacy of the Frank Broyles coaching tree and at the same time to give honor to these hardworking and often overlooked assistants. Double B's is a proud sponsor of the Little Rock Touchdown Club and those who do so much to support our nation's favorite pastime of laying the wood to those gridiron warriors from LSU. Double B's locations have ATMs for your convenience, as well as clean restrooms, and we all know how important that is. Everything we do it for you. Stop by and take advantage of our weekly specials. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
Mickey Hennard for Hennard Foothills Equipment. Family owned and selling and servicing Kubota equipment for over 30 years. Achieving Kubota's elite status for our service department. Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy. Your hometown Kubota dealer, no matter where you live.
Have questions about retirement, investments, or your money? Call our financial hotline. Dial 501-381-5228 and leave a voicemail with your specific financial question, and our experts will answer it on the Get Ready for the Future show Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Get your financial questions answered by the pros. 501-381-5228. Call now. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Independent Advisor Alliance. Independent Advisor Alliance and Gen Wealth Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
For 55 years, you've trusted Sigma Supply for all your packaging and shipping needs. And now, as part of Brady Plus, they've got even more to offer. From janitorial supplies, facility supplies, and food service disposables, Sigma Supply has you covered. Ordering is a breeze with over 50,000 new products online at sigmasupply.com. Call or text sales manager David Breitenberg at 501-617-4600 and ask for the Buzz discount now because it's there. And remember, if you're not using Sigma Supply that is now part of Brady Plus, you've got low-grade product, man.
Tune in weekdays to The Zone for What's on Tap, presented by Flyway Brewing in North Little Rock. Each day during the week, we'll let you know what you can be listening to and looking for in the world of sports and entertainment on the Buzz, television, and everywhere else you tune in. What's on Tap brought to you by Flyway Brewing. Fresh beer starts here. Follow the migration. It's all on your fun and game station, 103.7 The Buzz.
No matter where you are or how you're listening, we thank you for making Morning Mayhem part of your day. Now, back to Baz, Roger, Justin, and Josh.
Trip, are you there?
Yes, I am. I don't know why it stopped. It's supposed to be playing Johnny Be Good. What in the world is
I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
Here we go.
There we go. 6:53 here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. The sun's coming up. It's chilly if you hadn't stepped outside. Wind chill still around 19. Raj, temperature's around 31 degrees. Here with Frank and Zippy. Also Chris Kane, who's brought to you by Trader Bill's. Great to see Chris. We'll be doing New Year's the next time we'll see you. We begin our show year number 5. Matter of fact, Justin and Kate and the kids are all headed to Florida.
Yeah, safe travels.
Yeah, safe travels, gang. Frank, you got to sell 18 cars this week.
Yeah, for some of you that know me and some that don't, I want to tell you a story about what's going on here this week. Before COVID, we used to have this number, objective number that the factory gave us, and then it's pretty good. It's like a carrot right out in front of you. If you make this objective number, you can retro get like $1,000 per car for all the cars you've already sold and for all you sell. And then if you don't get that number, you don't get 900, 800, 700, you get 0. So we are 18 cars away from getting this number that will be thousands and thousands of dollars for us. So if you put that in your mind and you just do common sense, will Frank Fletcher and Zippy sell you something at whatever possible deal we can today. If you know me, you know this is the time to come by between 9 and Friday. We would like to sell 10 or 15 cars today. I mean, whatever is in your mind that you want to do. If you want to lower your payment, if you want to move up. See, a lot of people tell me they're in too small of a deal. They need a third seat because of another kid or, so we have a lot of people who want to move into something a little bigger. But we've got some great deals on our Compass, our SUV. Chris will talk about what you can get into one of those for. The main thing I want to tell you about is our 26 trucks. I have a Ford store, so I have to understand what I'm saying. Dodge is the only truck manufacturer that currently has a 100,000-mile, 10-year warranty. Gentlemen, if you're driving for business, if you're driving your truck for fun, trucks have to have things done to them at $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. This warranty is unbelievable. I do not believe Ford and Chevrolet will match it because it's going to cost Dodge multi-millions of dollars to take care of trucks when they get older. Whichever comes first, 10 years use or 100,000 miles. So if you're thinking about a truck, at least come drive one of our Dodge Rams. We have them with the V8 engine with a Hemi engine back in them. We have all different type engines, gas mileage available, and we've got a custom Dodge truck right here in the showroom. But it's white, and we had a black top put on it like a Range Rover top. That's what I call it. Right. But it's a cool looking. We also have a Grand Cherokee sitting here. It's white, has a black top.
I love that new look.
So it's that's kind of. I mean, I always look at those Range Rovers, how cool they look, and so we're customizing a lot of product here. And the thing that most of you don't know is that we have 3 Dodge stores. We just talked about this store. We have a huge store in Jonesboro, and we have one of the top stores in Missouri, in Joplin. So if you add up all 3 of our store stock, we have the largest inventory you could possibly imagine, larger than anybody else in total number of units we have on the ground. So it takes us about a 5-minute phone call if we don't have it here to get it from one of our other stores. So if you want to buy something and you want to make it, you can call the shots. You just come in here and go, this is what I want to pay. This is how much I want for my trade. I'd like for you today to throw in and pay my sales tax. You tell me what you want to do. We're going to sell some cars today, and I'm looking for 15 cars today.
Wow. Chris, have you ever driven a truck before?
Yes.
Are you a truck man?
I like trucks.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Raj, have you driven a truck before? Mm-hmm. The last time I drove a truck, I ran into the cement pole in McDonald's with one of Frank's.
Well, please don't.
We keep him in a
no Dodge for you. No Dodge for you.
Good to see you. Thanks to Trader Bill's.
Yes, thank you to Trader Bill's. Hey, duck hunting season is in full swing right now. They have Sitka waders with a lifetime warranty. Go by and check them out today at your Trader Bill's locations in Little Rock and Hot Springs.
And Frank now knows that you're president of Delta Solar.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah,
I'll come over here a little bit later. We'll talk, Frank. Yeah.
Thanks for coming by.
All right. We'll also hear from R.J. Hawk a little bit later in the show. Pat Brownlee will be calling in. Razorbacks play tonight at 7 o'clock. They're doing hit deals here at Fletcher Dodge, and we're glad you're with us. It's 7 o'clock. It's chilly outside.
This is Chuck Barrett inviting you to listen to me call the Hogs on 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock.
It's not just about selling you a car. You deserve more than just a vehicle. You deserve an experience.
This is Mark Miller for Parker Cadillac in Little Rock, and I'm offering you a first-class luxury buying experience no matter what your budget is. From $10,000 to $100,000, we've got something for everybody. All cars are not the same. One look at our inventory and you'll agree. Shop online at parkerpreowned.com and let us give you the first-class buying experience you deserve.
If you choose to drink and drive, a crime. You will be restricted to driving with an ignition interlock. Your actions can cost you thousands of dollars. You could kill or injure yourself or others. Think about the consequences. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
Razorback football, basketball, and baseball right here on your home of the Hogs. 103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
All end of the year donations at the Arkansas Food Bank will have 3 times the impact. Officials say every donation through December 31st will be tripled thanks to a family who is matching donations of up to $15,000. You can donate or find ways to volunteer at the arkansasfoodbank.org. And it is time to sign your kids up for the Little Rock Police Department Youth Camp. The free youth camp is from May 31st through June 5th. It is for Little Rock kids who are 10 to 12 years old. LRPD says it will feature outdoor activities, arts and crafts, sports, team challenges, as well as science experiments. You can learn more on the Little Rock Police Department's Facebook page. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr. Have a fantastic Monday, everyone.
Listen for Champs and Chumps on Fridays during The Zone. Brought to you by Washita Bar and Grill on Central Avenue in Hot Springs and BKC Home Builders, building premier homes in Hot Springs.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
After blustery conditions Sunday night into Monday morning, we still see breezy conditions for Monday. Gusts out of the north-northwest between 20 and 25 miles an hour are possible. Mostly sunny skies and temperatures reaching the low 40s. And then Monday night into Tuesday morning, our lows reach the low 20s. By Tuesday, our highs are in the mid-40s. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Jenna Warner.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
Edwards Food Giant presents Razorback baseball color analyst and Drop Time Sports co-host Rick Schaefer every Tuesday morning on Morning Mayhem. Rick will share his special take on Razorback sports with the guys each week. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people, the only stop you'll ever have to make for your family's groceries. Hey folks, it's David Basil out here at Fletcher Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Sherwood. When you need a new vehicle, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood. You'll find a great selection, the best deals, and the most competitive finance rates in Central Arkansas. They'll treat you like family. No games, no gimmicks, and no bogus markups on the sticker price. You'll get Frank Fletcher's best deal right up front, and they'll give you more for your trade. Folks, Frank Fletcher doesn't want to just sell you a car. He wants to be your dealer for life. If you want to do that, you have to listen to the customer, so you'll know what they want. Then you give them what they want without any hassle or stress. That's the secret of Fletcher Dodge's success. They listen to you and they treat you right without any hassles or headaches. Just tell them what you want and how much you want to pay. General Manager Chris Zippy Zender has been with Frank Fletcher for decades. He and his great staff know how to take care of a customer. So for the best selection, lowest price, and best buying experience, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Sherwood, or you can shop them online at FletcherDeals.com. That's FletcherDeals.com. And make sure and tell them the boys from Morning Mayhem sent you. It's FletcherDeals.com.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong. Right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Spread across 5 states, Centennial Bank upholds our commitment to the communities we serve. Through our support of businesses and families, our tradition of being a good corporate neighbor is one of our top priorities. Through education and support, partnership with our dedicated employees, shareholders, and local boards, and superior customer service, one family and business at a time, we are proud to help our communities thrive. Because that's what being a good neighbor is all about. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, y'all. It's the Rocket Roger Clemens here. Spent a lot of time pitching heat. Years later, the pain in my joints remind me of those days, but I'm not looking to sit still, and I definitely am not interested in going under the knife. That's why I chose QC Kinetics.
Not just for elite retired athletes. QC Kinetics gives everyday folks joint pain relief using regenerative treatments that work with your body to help repair joint damage.
No surgery, no long recovery, whether it's your knees, hips, shoulders, or back. My friends at QC Kinetics will help you get moving again so you can get back to doing the things you love.
QC Kinetics medical professionals will look at your x-rays or MRI to determine if you're a good candidate.
I trusted QC Kinetics to help me feel like myself again, and I'm proud to recommend them to you.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Get a good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
See Shelter Agent Lawrence Forrester in Cabot, Steve Fisher in Stuttgart, or Kyle Stone in Pine Bluff today.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spray. Or stop by 65th and University.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
7-0 and 7-0 game.
Here are David Basil.
Joy Chestnut is back.
Roger
Got
Scott.
it.
Well, both of them have passed, one by his own hand.
And Justin Moore.
How big old boy are you?
All right, it is 7:06 on this Monday, December 29th. We're glad you're with us. We have not been on the air since Roger did Monday, Tuesday show, and I went down and surprised my mom and dad down in Florida. So
we tried to squeeze as much as we could in. Tripp came in. We had who do we have?
We had Pigskin and Trey Reed on Tuesday.
Yeah, but it was Todd Monday, yes?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, Todd Monday, and then you came in. Yeah, we had Pigskin, and Trey Reed was sitting in. It's fun for people. Everybody knows Pigskin, but for Trey Reed to come in and sit in on an all-morning
I'm gonna have
deal
him do
like
that,
that.
too. He's really good.
Yeah. No, well, he's good, and people love to ask him a question or two. Of course, we were so stacked with Daly and May and Dan Hampton and all that as well. So just having him there was just a comfort for me to have those guys there.
Well, you think about it, we haven't been on the air, Frank, since Tuesday. Yeah. And so there's been a ton of sports happen. So a couple things. If you just joined the show, let's get you caught up. First of all, there's a new billionaire in Arkansas. That made national headlines. $1.8 billion Powerball lottery winner from a Murphy gas station in Cabot. Single person. Nobody's claimed the ticket. Nobody's done it. He or she does not have to do that, Frank, publicly. And we were doing the math. When we were on the trip this weekend, he's probably going to end up, much to Roger's chagrin, probably going to, if he just walks away and
says,
a travesty. One lump sum will be, after taxes, about $450 million.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Which is still a great haul.
It's a great haul, but when you realize that
$1.8 billion.
over half is given to Uncle Sugar.
I know.
And then what do we get out of that?
I know.
Let me ask you this question. What if you didn't take it? Didn't you say you got a year? I think to announce.
Yeah.
You didn't do that, and you moved to Florida, and you lived there 6 months or 7 months.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
And then why pay the Arkansas sales? You're talking
how much
enough money to buy 4 houses.
Yep. That's a great point.
No, it's a no-brainer. That's why
that's a great
my
point.
think tank would be Frank, the Hendricks brothers, Greg Hatcher, and Samantha. Those would be right there. You and I would be down in Florida doing all those things.
That's a great idea.
No,
There's no reason
why
to
not
take the money and pay that kind of sale.
Why not?
Yeah.
If you don't have to do it, and then listen, all the other things you have to do. You have to sign it. You have to make sure that something's got to be done because I don't know what the rules are if that person were to pass before cashing it in. You know,
you better get you an attorney.
Oh, you got to have one immediately.
The first thing you do is get the best lawyer in town.
Immediately.
But think about this. This is what's crazy, Frank and Roger, is when somebody right now in Cabot, people are driving around Cabot. They're driving past somebody who is a new billionaire.
Yep.
I mean, they're driving past them. They don't know who it is, but they know. And I think the cashier probably might know. The cashier's got a good idea, maybe.
If they're regular.
If they're regular.
They may be regular.
That's
listen,
right.
That person, whoever you are, you immediately need to go get you a track phone from Walmart. That way it's,
Well, they're probably going through that film at the Murphy station.
Yeah,
looking
you bet you bet.
Well, you know what? Because they know the exact time that person bought that ticket by the readout, I'm sure.
Yeah, the lottery people probably do.
Well,
yeah,
I mean, and they register because absolutely. There's got to be a timestamp.
Yeah, the gas station wouldn't know yet because they hadn't probably given them that information.
Maybe.
That's right.
I don't know.
So you got that happening. You got Razorbacks playing James Madison tonight at 7:00. Big shocker last night. Congratulations, or yesterday, to Arkansas State.
Yeah.
Frank, that's the first time Arkansas State has beaten the Razorbacks women's basketball. First time ever in Fayetteville in Bud Walton, and the first time in 20 years. That shows you there's a concern for the Razorback women's team as they're getting ready to get into conference play. So that's going to be
Listen, it all still comes back to the same thing. It's NIL. How many players did you pay? How much?
Well, you can tell me that Arkansas State has more money than Arkansas for basketball?
In basketball,
maybe they do.
It may be more important.
It may be. But anyway, congrats to that. They've won 9 in a row.
Get me one of those.
And then also. Tonight you got the Rams in Atlanta tonight.
You know what was before you go on, just to touch on that one. As I'm coming in, I'm listening to ESPN, and I'm hearing them go tonight. There's only one Monday Night Football game, and I'm thinking
it's usually I know.
Right, I know, which is just weird because we have every game possible, and that's the way it used to be. One Monday Night Football game. So to say that they've got that going on, it's unbelievable.
Well, we were talking earlier.
Incredible.
For those who missed games yesterday, it's why we love football. I'm telling you, those games yesterday, Eagles over the Bills 13-12, that was a great game. The Browns over the Steelers. Steelers trying to fight for their playoff life, and they lose to the Browns, of all people. And then you got 49ers over the Bears last night, 42-38.
That was a great game. I watched all of that.
Just so much good football yesterday, and then you've got that one tonight. The other big news, you got Michigan getting very lucky in hiring Kyle Whittingham. That was something that sort of dropped in their lap. Take it. The other thing we mentioned, Roger, is Oaklawn's happening this week. Don't forget, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you got racing going on. And you got the Smarty Jones on Saturday. You can go over there and watch. You can stay up all night New Year's Eve there at Oaklawn, get up and watch the racing the next day. You got the Ozzy Osbourne Crazy Train tribute show going on January 1st. Buy one, get one free. And, of course, obviously, Frank, that's one of your favorite places.
Passed, this past
That's right.
year.
That was one of the things this year, looking back.
Right. So there he passed, and for them to have this. And if you're a tribute band like they've had in other areas, you must be pretty good. I know some people that are going to see that because they're big Ozzy and Sabbath fans.
The next couple of days, too, Frank. Roger's going to take a couple of days off, but we'll talk about the year in review. Is there anything in your mind that stands out to you?
Well, not winning the lottery. No.
Is there anything in your mind, nationally, statewide, that comes to mind going back to the beginning of 2025 that sort of stands out to you? If you go back to sports, the basketball team almost got to the, Elite
16,
Eight.
right?
Yeah, they Sweet 16. So in baseball did well.
Well,
in
the
softball
football
did
season.
well.
Again, all those things that you talked about before, where in several of the sports, the
had 4.
number one player in the country
That's right.
was a Razorback, and
did you know that
team-wise, there's nothing to show for.
Did you know that, Frank? You had the MVP for baseball nationally. You had the MVP for track and field. You had the MVP for softball. And you had the MVP for golf. But none of those 4 won a championship. The team didn't. So, again, I guess
it's so Arkansas.
But here's what if I said there was something new?
The Cowboys again this year has really been again another disappointment.
Yeah, and they beat the Redskins. The Commanders. Nobody cares. It didn't matter.
Nobody cares.
It didn't make any difference.
Nobody cares.
What happened this year? See if anybody can get this. And I forgot about this.
What genre?
I would say it's not sports. Okay. It's world impact. An individual, something happened. A new name was brought into the into the
Lexicon?
First Pope.
That's it.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh, very nice.
Frank, give you a prize.
You want to go to a steakhouse or Benihana? We'll get you a ticket.
Very good,
for
Frank.
two, yeah.
Listen, I forgot about it. Well, I'm not Catholic. So.
Listen, well, the first thing, you mentioned that, and then when Cardinal Dolan retired in New York, once you're 75, I think, or whatever it is, you got to put in that you are 75, and now you're moving on. Some of them stay a couple, 2-3 years. Well, the new Pope said, all right, good, you're gone. I got one of my guys from Chicago coming in.
You got American Pope.
Yeah,
we went to Wrigley. We went to Cubs games as a kid.
He was a White Sox fan.
Is that what? I'm
sorry.
You're right.
So, yeah.
So that will be just some of the things we'll talk about over the next few days. And the people we've lost. You mentioned Ozzy. I think there was somebody else too.
Bridget Bardot just passed.
I saw that. You remember her, Bridget Bardot, Frank?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she
yes,
listen.
I do.
The other thing.
I'm fairly old enough to remember.
Now I'm saying
she's 91, so we all remember.
Did Scotty Scheffler get arrested this year? Was that this year or last year?
I think it was last.
That all runs together.
I think it was last.
I sometimes get confused.
Because didn't he go back? I don't know.
I think you're right. It all sort of runs together.
It is running together.
I do got to say, one of the funny things, Zippy, is that traveling with Frank and had a good time hanging out with him and Judy. Judy's a pistol. Judy knocks him upside the head, just like Jessica knocks me upside the head sometimes. But Frank is always smart to where if you want to get good service, you
first.
You slip a little bit on the front end. So we go to 2 restaurants in Tampa the first night. I didn't know that he had slipped his waiter some money. And so you expect great service if Frank.
Well, I said to the guy, I handed him some large bills, and I said, listen, we want to move on tonight. We're not here for a dining experience. We're here for good food. And, snap my fingers
Just keep it moving. Keep it moving.
I could see he was waiting on 8 tables. He should have had 3 tables. And so he put the money in the pocket, didn't even grunt or anything. And then we didn't see him for the next 15 minutes.
Oh, my gosh, Frank was so mad. Frank was so mad. Wow. He told Chapoy, I might as well just took out my scissors.
Burn that money
burn the money right there in front of him because and then the guy came back. The guy was just sort of taking his time. And so finally the guy came, and Frank goes, can we get our ticket, please?
But
can I get my tip back?
The next night we went to another restaurant, Eddie B's, name of it. Very, very nice. And we had to wait a long time. We had a reservation. But then we were made to wait a long time. But because I have bad hearing, Dr. Napple, who's arranged everything, he asked for a quiet table, which was godsend to me because, we got a great table in the corner. And I got, against the wall where I could really hear good. If I get out in the middle of the room, I'm just dead. All I do is
I feel sorry for Frank.
So anyway, I gave this new waiter. He was a lot younger, and I could tell he was looking around like for an opportunity. And I said, buddy, I have your opportunity. So I got him over and did it, but I was a little more instructive about it.
So this one?
He was so good with our table, had a conversation with us.
Yeah, he's very nice.
The girls, he was, waited on them. And anyway, we had a fabulous meal. And at the end, when we got ready, he was standing by the door to shake our hand like a politician.
Well,
we went up, and I was going to tell this guy, the manager, what a great experience I had. And I go, are you a manager? He goes, no, I'm not a manager. He thought I wanted to complain. And Dr. Napple came along and said, all he wanted to tell you was some good news. Oh, yeah, I am a manager. Right there in my face. Wow. No, I'm not a manager. Wow. Yes, I am a manager.
Wow. Well, I knew how important the table was for you when you took us to Grayson, which was a blessing last year, when Bass found that.
That's right.
Moved that table out.
I wear a hearing device in one ear.
Yeah.
The other year is no hope for it. If like we're sitting anywhere, I'm
sure.
Not just for that round sound all around me, I can't hear.
Well, you got something to bounce off the back of you. So.
But boy, when you get a good experience, I'm going to go talk to our wait staff and just explain to them, not particularly what happened down there, but the wait staff is. Your service and their attitude is at least 50%, and I think sometimes a lot more than 50% of your whole experience.
Yes.
Food's going to be pretty good in those kind of places. Mm-hmm. It's expensive. They charged Judy. I looked at our ticket this morning when I got home. I didn't look at it tonight. I signed it. But she wanted some extra olive juice for a martini. They charged her $5 for that.
It's just understood there, I reckon.
Yeah, but you'd think that, in the middle of the hundreds they charge us, the olive juice would have been okay.
I would toss that in. Absolutely.
But watching Frank and knowing that he the frustration to where I felt like telling that waiter, buddy, if you don't pick up the and matter of fact, the second guy, you just go, hey, you go, we want to move. I think you said we want to move.
I just said we've got a schedule to go tonight. We're going to go to different things. The way I learned to do this, and some people might not think it's a good idea, but I love it. In the Bahamas, I used to go to Nassau a lot, to Atlantis a lot, and down there, man, it's slow. It's mañana on everything. It's just no problem. And might not. A lot of people like to dine for 2-3 hours. Over 30 minutes for me.
I can see. Listen, I know Frank's internal clock, Zippy. I can watch him. I'm saying, if we don't get moving here, he's getting ready to drinks and appetizers. He's getting ready to get out of here.
Bahamas, when I gave this guy, but the wait on, I gave him $100 and told him I really wanted his best. So I said, I want your best, and we got to go to a comedy show. And Augustine Fernandez and Dr. Whitnapple were with us. And they said, they made it up, but they said he took food off of other people's table. Right. They said we got our soup, our salad, our entree, and the damn dessert was there. He said, Frank, nobody else ate. And I said, that is not true. He just went in the kitchen and made it.
And of course, I'm the only one, Roger, that takes it to go, gets stuff to go there. I'm the only one that goes back. We don't have a refrigerator in the room.
No.
And
but you're used to
Dr. Napple goes
like embarrassing.
It's right.
He said, when did you eat your steak? I said, about 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't feel like eating it all at 9.
Listen.
And maybe I feel like I have a hunger at 11 that night or the next morning.
Excuse me, where's your steak at? It's up there on the dresser by the keys.
It is.
Mando, and he takes it back on a cruise boat. I know. There's no refrigerator in the room. There's no radar.
No.
And there's no utensils. No, he's not even a fork.
That's right. Yes.
And he's got a big T-bone steak.
Well, I will say this.
He likes a room temp.
Well, Jessica, listen, for me,
it takes him 4 hours to eat an apple.
For me to read a book there, I started reading that book when we got on the plane. It was the one you've talked about for 5 years now. The greatest, what's the name of it?
Greatest story ever told.
The greatest gambling story ever told, right? Okay. It's written, it was captivating, Roger. I thought, I'm going to finish this book before I get back. So I went out by the pool, and I didn't put on shorts. Just got out there in my all black, read a book from starting, and Jessica couldn't believe it. And he started the second one on Lisa Marie yesterday. Boom. Thank you very much.
Nice. Speaking of which, did you hear that Travolta?
Yes, saw that.
Isn't that wild?
So the daughter of Lisa Marie, Riley, gave her eggs to John Travolta's wife before she passed, and they had a kid.
Right.
So now there's a legal issue.
Right. Is that Elvis's great-grandchild?
I know.
And they didn't want Lisa. They tried to get Lisa Marie's, but it was too tainted with heroin and drugs. They thought that maybe they did not want that seed as far as, so they go to Riley and to do something like that. Now, listen, that happens all over the country every day when somebody's doing that. We just know about it because it's celebrities and that sort of thing. So now the legal issue is coming up in that regard. To me, it would sound, if it was to happen to Mr. and Mrs. Scott or Mr. and Mrs. Zippy, it would be no big issue. The papers have already been signed.
Yeah. That's a crazy story.
You're Elvis's great grandchild.
Yeah,
we can keep that going.
So I started that book about Lisa Marie, and she was just started. We've talked about Frank doing a book, and what Lisa Marie was doing. Lisa Marie was doing an audio tape, and she had gotten pretty much to it, but she didn't get to talk to. But she took those. Her daughter took those audio tapes and turned them into a book. I still think, Frank, you would have a fascinating book. Just the stuff about the Walmart days.
I think it's a short audience.
Yeah, well, it would be. I
think you got great stories.
For those that,
but you got great stories.
Zippy, let me tell you, I listened to him for 30, 45 minutes coming back yesterday, and it was just him talking about the art of the deal and, the different,
I told him about Mr. Walton would call me, at 5:30 or 6 in the morning and ask me for, a deal that he would. Back then, he'd give me an order for $20 million. We're talking in the 70s and 80s, and that $20 million was a lot of money. And I just told him a story about how
about selling him. How he was such a hard negotiator, but he put the big carrots out there in front of you. And once I sold him one deal, and then he wanted me to do another deal. I mean, it was when I say a deal, we're talking about for 12 months for all stores. 12-month deal where you sign a contract for 12 months.
And you were not. There were not many people doing that. What you were doing back then at that time with Walmart, right? There was only
other bigger companies, but individuals like me were rare. Big companies would do stuff, but they had 5 or 6 people that voted on this thing. It wasn't a VIP; it was like VPI, and I've forgotten what it stood for, but it was based on sales, gross profit, number of turns. It had a lot of criteria of there'll be people listening from Walmart that could correct me this morning. But anyway, so Mr. Shoemaker would be one of the contestants, Bill Fields, and different people that were high executives there all were in this contest, and it lasted for a year. Well, heck, if Mr. Walton, he was one of the contestants. I wanted him. I didn't want one of the others to pick my item. Mr. Walton only picked one item, and Mr. Shoemaker would pick one item. But so what you wanted to do was get Mr. Walton's item, because guess who won every year?
Right, that's right.
I mean, the managers were pretty darn smart, about who item was going to get the front center display, and so once I sold him a couple of winners, then he would come back to me. What you got for me?
That's like Johnny Carson waving somebody to sit down.
So the thought of that, again, you're right. There's a particular audience that doesn't care about that, but there is a particular audience I think that would find that fascinating, because it's become one of the great stories in the history of our country in terms of success. By the way, too, Frank, we talked about Doug McMillon, former president, CEO, is retiring. Yeah. The new CEO and president, John Furner, is from Searcy originally.
Yes.
And his father was also a Walmart employee.
I know.
He started as just an hourly. This guy started as an hourly part-timer. An hourly part-timer. Now he is the president and CEO of Walmart. It's a fascinating story. And he said he grew up on his grandfather's farm, helping do all the chores his grandfather.
That's the trainer becoming the head coach of a football team. When you go back and you see something.
Well, same thing. Doug McMillon started in the
same thing. Yeah,
but it's a deal of working their way up and being smart. But they don't realize how long they've spent into their life to get to this point.
Yeah, it's 30 years. Yeah, 30 years with both. So you can either do that or you can win the Powerball.
That's right.
We'll take a break, come back. They got to do 18 cars this week, so they will do you a deal. Sales tax paid plus
90 days to first payment and huge discounts. So we'll combine them all.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get a deal between now and Friday. Friday is the day, right?
Friday's the last day. We got to sell 18 new cars one way or another.
Buy steak dinners today. So you come out here and just tell them everything. Say Frank said to give you everything we got.
All right. Well, also, let's play a little match game when we come back. Let's give away some Jason Aldean tickets. How about that?
Let's see. What is this?
It's Whispers.
It's the Whispers?
Yeah.
What's going on with the Whispers today? I like this song.
I just like the song, yeah.
Oh, I thought that, there was a connection. All right, do not go away. We're here at Fletcher Dodge. It's a chilly day out there. Bundle up. Don't go away. 7:30.
Celebrate the opening of Flyway Brewing's new Breckenridge Village location with The Zone broadcasting on location this Friday on 103.7 The Buzz.
This is Sports Center.
Some of the notable NFL scores from yesterday. The Seahawks defeated the Panthers 27-10. The Eagles narrowly defeated the Bills 13-12. And now the San Francisco 49ers on a 6-game win streak after defeating the Chicago Bears 42-38. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Rams take on the Atlanta Falcons on Monday Night Football at 7:15 on ESPN. And also tonight, the Razorback basketball team will face off against the James Madison Dukes. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. on SEC Network Plus, and coverage can be heard right here on 103.7 The Buzz. I'm Trip Keeter for The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
At After blustery conditions Sunday night into Monday morning, we still see breezy conditions for Monday. Gusts out of the north-northwest between 20 and 25 miles an hour are possible. Mostly sunny skies and temperatures reaching the low 40s. And then Monday night into Tuesday morning, our lows reach the low 20s. By Tuesday, our highs are in the mid-40s. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Jenna Warner.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for Loop Tech, Tire Tech, and Light Maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation. Paid health insurance. Apply in person.
And houses, strings of illuminated icicles dripping from roof lines, lighted Christmas trees in every window. Those twinkling Christmas lights really get you in the mood, don't they? But those flashing blue lights in your rearview mirror, not so much. Be smart this holiday season. It's dangerous to drive after drinking. Remember, even if you've only had a little bit to drink and think you're okay to drive, you could still be over the legal limit and could put yourself and others at serious risk. Driving with any alcohol in your system can be dangerous, so it's never okay to drive after drinking. If you plan on drinking during the holidays, do not plan on driving. Instead, designate a sober driver or plan to use public transportation or a ride service to get you home safely. And always buckle up. Your seatbelt is your best defense against a drunk driver. Keep your holidays merry and bright. Remember, drive sober or get pulled over. This is a message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
Mickey Hennard for Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy. We've been selling and servicing Kubota equipment since 1991. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, we pride ourselves in an honest sales experience and unmatched service after the sale. We carry Kubota tractors, mowers, construction, and hay equipment. If you allow us to be your Kubota dealer of choice, we promise not to let you down. Come see us on Main Street in Searcy. Hennard Foothills Equipment, we're your hometown Kubota dealer no matter where you live.
It's not just about selling you a car. You deserve more than just a vehicle. You deserve an experience. This is Mark Miller for Parker Cadillac in Little Rock, and I'm offering you a first-class luxury buying experience no matter what your budget is. From $10,000 to $100,000, we've got something for everybody. All cars are not the same. One look at our inventory and you'll agree. Shop online at parkerpreowned.com and let us give you the first-class buying experience you deserve.
Can't listen to the radio? Don't worry. You can catch Morning Mayhem live every day. Just download the 1037 The Buzz app.
All right, 7:31 on this chilly day here in Sherwood at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. I'm David Basil. That's Roger Scott. Trip Keeter back in the studio, the Oaklawn studio, and Josh will be back tomorrow. Thanks for coming in, Trip. Josh had a hangover from his trip to Hawaii, if you will. Great to have Zippy and Frank here. Got to spend a couple days with, and get a shout out to Whit Napple, Dr. Whit Napple, great guy. He's the kind of Razorback fan, Roger, that grew up going to games with his dad and has a passion for it and remembers those. It's just. That's when hearing him talk about going to see those games in the 70s at War Memorial remind me why I wanted to come and play.
Oh, sure, of course.
Yeah, just
it's all those games that make us the Razorback fans that we are.
A great guy, Frank. I know he's a great friend and a great doctor, too. Okay, well, I know we got a contestant. Let's read a couple messages here real quick on our D3 Auto Sales text line. Tell Frank to write a book. Many people would like to hear the stories. This is another one. I would 110% read a book written about or by Frank Fletcher. His love for book and his passions could easily carry a good story. VPI stands for Volume Producing Item. Someone says, wait a minute, Baz is reading 2 books? Well, you know what? They say a first time for everything. Someone says, make graffiti great again. We won't do graffiti today. We'll try to get it in tomorrow or Wednesdays. So it's always tough when we're on the road.
Listen, and Fence Brokers is back as sponsor.
That's right. How about that?
Yeah.
Somebody says Frank Fletcher autobiography written by, ever told. Someone said Frank eats fast, is ready to talk and ask questions. Watch your hands and arms if you're sitting next to him. Let's see here. On the $1 billion lottery winner, Looks like it says it doesn't matter where you move or you move from another state. If you win the money in Arkansas, you still owe state income tax. So maybe that makes sense.
With that kind of money, you can buy a politician to change that.
That's right.
Someone says, I forgot about Hulk Hogan dying.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan, that was a big. That was a big. All right, let's play a little match game. Would you? I tell you what, we're going to give away the pickup truck accessory warehouse. No, I'm sorry.
You mentioned Aldean.
I did. I think we can give away some Jason Aldean tickets. I think we have those.
Trip, do we have those? You see on the list?
I looked on.
You already know.
It's time to play the match game. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters for over 30 years. Call 501-568-0040 today or check online at arkansastruck.com. Now, let's see what wacky answers the guys can come up with.
Frank and Zippy, you're going to try to help this contestant win some tickets to Jason Aldean, a $50 gift certificate to Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse. And Frank, if you want to be kind and throw in something, you can. If not, we'll save it for another
Sales
day.
tax?
Sales tax paid, for
sure.
Who's our contestant, Raj?
That's Randy. Let's go to Randy.
Randy, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, Randy,
All right, here we go.
First. If anybody else that's on hold, don't go away.
So don't blurt your answer. Wait for us to get our answer first, and then we'll ask you, okay?
All right.
Now, here we go. We're going to go first blank.
First
blank. A lot of different directions you could go with this. First blank. Think about it, Frank. You got your answer? Don't blurt. Think about it, Frank. Zippy, you got yours? Trip, you got yours?
I wasn't listening. I was answering calls.
That's okay. Rod, you got yours? All right, it's Randy?
Correct.
All right, Randy, what is your answer? First what?
Down.
First down.
Excellent.
A lot of different directions you go. Zippy, what was your answer?
First base.
First base makes sense. Frank Fletcher, what was your?
First chance.
First chance. Roger, what did you have?
I went what our listeners make us first place.
First place. I had 3 or 4 answers.
Of course you did. Give them all.
I had first base.
Not a bad one.
I had first responder.
Okay, that's weird.
I had first call.
First call.
And I also had first down. You are a winner. Very nice. You are a winner, Randy.
Randy, look at you. You're going to go see Jason Aldean. You can probably stop over at Riverfront, have something to eat before the concert.
Very nice. Good job, buddy.
Good.
Also, yeah, well done.
Hold on.
Happy New Year to you.
Get your info.
Also, I was on my flight down to see Florida, and I met to see my folks down in Florida. Met Eric Sixby, tennis pro at PV, Pleasant Valley. His son plays at SAU, football there. He's a 609er. Frank, I love it when we go places and people go, we're 609ers. Yeah, and that's when people get up at 609.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing how many do that. But I want to give a shout-out to him, Rod.
Yeah.
You have somebody, too?
Well, I don't have anybody to give a shout-out to except you, Mr. and Mrs. Anonymous. I am not good. I don't trust myself anymore with electricity. I need a new ceiling fan put in my bedroom. I will pay whomever to come and assemble it and put it. I'll even help you to put it up. So give me a holler on the text line and we can work it out.
Here's what I got. My Morning Mayhem shirt Friday. It's made me be like the Baz, wearing the same shirt multiple days and very few showers. There we go.
Well, we have multiple shirts. He's not off on that, but, we do have more than just one.
That is true. One of the reasons, Frank, we went down to Tampa is because you have horses all over the place, and you've got some down in Tampa, and we were going to go down there.
We have a track in Tampa, and Dr. Napple and I have been there twice before because we ran in the Tampa Derby twice.
Right.
So most people don't know there's a big racetrack in Tampa.
Yeah.
But we didn't go to the races this time. But Tampa is a modern.
It's a great town. It's a great
city.
town. Yeah. Bill Vickery's got a place there. I don't know if you knew that, Roger. But
I did. I knew they went down there for something.
You know what, too? The hockey down there. The hockey in Florida. They've won like 3 of the Stanley Cups in the last 3 years. Have been Florida teams.
You weren't. We were coming down the elevator, Dr. Napple and Judy and I, and the door opened on the back side of the elevator, and 25 or 30 guys got
hockey
in.
Guys.
And Dr. Napple said, "Are y'all on a team?" And they said, "We played across the street last night. We were hockey players."
How about that?
Yeah, it was really. They were all sizes. Some of them were like smaller, like look maybe fast, and some of them were look a little bit like a linebacker. They weren't any gigantic.
I tell you, their legs are in great shape. I know that for a fact. One thing I was going to ask you before we let you mention your deals again, we've got the transfer portal opening up on Friday. You got 10,000 football players. I think 5,000 from FBS. 3,500. So I think it's 9,000 players, 3,000 at FCS level, all jumping in. So Frank, have you heard anything about it? It looks like if you see the staff that Silverfield has hired, it looks like they're spending more money. So it sounds like they have more money, or they're spending like they have more money. Have they approached you about wanting to continue to do that? And do you think that they're in a better spot now than they were last year?
Well, they did not approach me because they knew I was friends with Bobby Petrino,
right,
and I hated him to leave. And I've done my part for the last 2 years.
Right, right.
So they didn't approach me, but I've heard that they Zoom called 10 or 15 people and hit them up with some huge numbers, and I believe that they've collected some extra money.
Okay,
more than they had last year.
Gotcha. It will be interesting to some of the.
Look like we're going to get a lot of Memphis players.
Yeah, I've seen where a lot of Memphis players are jumping in the portal. So it's the same team that beat us obviously last year.
Well, that's a known entity. If they know a guy, they know
that's right,
what his
and how good he
is.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what we certainly need some running backs. I mean, forgetting about the defense, they need a lot, everything almost, but they need some running backs and some backup quarterback.
The question is, can those guys, if you bring in guys from Memphis, can they compete in the SEC? And you go, well, David, they beat Arkansas. Well, that was not a great Arkansas team.
Yeah, don't use that. Yeah. Just like I was thinking about the Cowboys beating the Chiefs was really something.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's the right answer.
But maybe they step up.
Maybe they can. Listen, I'm not
saying
the
coach is from there, and the coach has to step up.
Well, we hope
it's a different
if they're getting them, we hope they do. Now, I will say this. They played harder than we did. I will tell you that. I watched them. They played harder either because their mentality or the coaching. They played harder than we did last year in that game. So we'll see. But you know what, Frank? You got so many schools that are, everybody's paying money.
Well, we're going to take what's available after Texas A&M, LSU, et cetera.
Right,
Georgia.
right.
You're not going to compete in those levels.
Yeah. It's tough to do.
So
I will say this. I was reading about I saw this guy from last night from the Eagles, Jalen Carter, block an extra point there for the Eagles when they got their win. So I went back and looked at his numbers coming out of Apopka, Florida, and he bench pressed 400 pounds coming out of high school. He's a 600-pound squatter. Here in Arkansas, we've got to, if we're going to get kids out of Arkansas too, we got to bring in kids that are physically ready to play. And that was one of the things that I hope we don't bring in kids that we got to get them in the weight room. Listen, make them already have been in the weight room. Go get kids out of high school programs where they come in and physically they're ready to play. Listen,
they get there. They bring their strength coach. Is that what you said?
Yeah, they brought their strength coach. Yeah. And listen, I wasn't really impressed with our physicality over the years. It was okay.
Yeah, but you pointed that out several times in several different regimes. You have pointed out the strength coach because that's what you fall back on. Yeah. And you've mentioned that several times in the last 2-3 coaches that we've had.
Well, I know this is that I came in as a freshman. I was still in the shot put 60 feet. I was power cleaning 300 pounds and could vertical jump 35 inches. So physically, you better be ready to play.
Right.
So I hope we're recruiting the kind of kids that are coming from programs that have, and hopefully Bryant, if that's where we're signing, they got a great weight program over there. So.
Right, and we noticed. They've got a couple of junior highs that they've offered to, and a couple of juniors.
And Danny West, will have him on Friday to talk. And that will start year number 5 for us, Roger. You believe that, Frank and Zippy?
This is wild.
Year number 5 since Tommy left with Justin Moore and us. And start year number 5. Is that not crazy?
That is nuts.
It's a big deal.
It really is. And we've been coming here for what?
14 to 15 years.
What'd you say, Roger?
200.
For those before we go,
I remember listening to Frank before I came on.
Yeah,
it's been 15 years already.
Yeah. Before we go to break, remind everybody one more time. You got to sell 18 cars all the way through this Friday.
All right. So a couple of things I want to talk about. The new Compass. I can get the new Compass under $400 a month. I just did some calculation on my phone with nothing down, and they're all four-wheel drive. They all come well-equipped, big screens, all these safety amenities that everybody's going to want. But we got sales tax paid this week, which is huge savings. We were talking to Roger earlier. It's 6.5%. So every $10,000 you save $650. So if you're on a truck, a heavy duty, it's huge money. We're still going to give you a big discount. We got 90 days to first payment, and we got till Friday to sell 18 cars. So at the end of the day, We want to earn your business. We know you can do business a lot of other places. We're going to take care of you here. We're family owned. It's not a big corporate. You can walk in here. I'm sitting in here.
Talk to
every
the
day.
owner right there.
You got the owner here.
He's watching you on the phone right now.
That's right. I mean, we're here to perform, but we're also here to give you a good service.
No Thursday.
And give you good.
You're not on Thursday.
We're not on Thursday. We just want to give you a good deal. We don't want you to miss out on a really good deal.
Yeah.
And like Frank said, you got 10-year, 100,000-mile on the powertrain. The 26 Rams got 2.9% financing for 72 months. There's a lot of ways that we can put something together to save you a lot of money.
Let me tell you something, folks. When you buy here and you come in and you want to get an oil change and you want to borrow one of our cars, you go to the mall or go wherever you'll go to an appointment. If you buy a car from us, we're going to take care of you every time you come in here to the store, whatever we can do. We have people come in that have bought a car in Saskatchewan, and then they want us to give them a loaner car. We can't do it. We only have like 32 loaner cars, and so they're mad. So you think about where you buy. Is where you want to go for service. Service is important to you.
Thanks,
and we are going to take care of you. And we have we have a problem like everybody else. We didn't do this right, didn't do that right. But the difference is we got Zippy, Chris Zender's thing right here. If there's a problem, we're going to correct it. We're going to fix it. You know, we had somebody the other day. I'll just give you an example. He had bought a new car, and 3 or 4 months later, for some reason, the battery wasn't any good. And he said, man, I'm not going to pay for a new battery, even though it's not covered under this or that, whatever. I may be talking about the wrong item, but anyway, it was something that, you know, we weren't legally responsible for it. I said, pay for it. You know, I know how I would feel if I bought a new car. I want the darn car to be a new car. And so there's a way you can help people with a lot of small things. So we really want your business. We will definitely give you a great deal. We have some great competitors. I'm not knocking any of them. Really, some good friends in competition. But Zippy is here. He's easy to deal with. He's easy to get in touch with, and we want to serve you.
Call and ask for Zippy. Somebody makes a great point. How cool would it be if they found out that the new billionaire was a Morning Mayhem? It's a 609er.
That'd be awesome.
Think about that. It could be one of our listeners, Frank. Like you said, he may come in and want to buy the dealership from you. Would you sell?
Well, we can talk about it.
Wow. All right. It's always a prize, right, Frank?
Always.
Always a prize. All right, don't go away. 746 here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood.
The one and only rebel child from a family meek and mild. My mama seemed to know what lay in store. In spite of all my Sunday learning, towards the bad I kept on turning till mama couldn't hold me.
Old number 53 here, and back in my day, I was fortunate to be around some great teams, along with some great teammates. And even now, all these years later, I'm also grateful to be a part of a great team here at 103.7 The Buzz. But you know another great team that I've come to appreciate over the years? It's the team over at Edwards Food Giant, and there are 11 stores located all over the metropolitan area, including their Edwards Cash Saver stores. And let me tell you this, if you haven't been to the newest Edwards Food Giant in North Little Rock in the Lakewood Village Shopping Center, you really need to stop by there. This store is truly the most beautiful grocery store that I've ever been inside of. The layout with their used selection and inventory, including their deli and salad bars, is the best. Of course, their meat department at Edwards will truly blow you away, too. That newest Edwards store has everything from heat and eat, meal solutions, weekly specials, to a giant wine department, to their dry-aged beef that's been temperature and humidity controlled for 28 days in their cooler, resulting in a steak that's tender, flavorful, and unlike any steak you've ever had. So see for yourself why the team at Edwards Food Giant is now Central Arkansas's favorite place to shop.
Duck season is just around the corner. Is your boat ready for the blind? Don't let a breakdown ruin your hunt. Bring your War Eagle duck boat to the pros at Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports. We offer full service from oil changes and lower unit lube to tune-ups, lighting, trailer maintenance, and more. If you're looking for a new rig, check out our full line of War Eagle boats along with Suzuki, Yamaha, and Mercury outboards. Even better, buy a new War Eagle boat in November and get a free pair of Sitka waders. Visit us in Hot Springs or Little Rock or online at TraderBills.com.
This is Justin Akery. If hand or wrist pain is getting in the way of your daily life, it's time to see the specialists at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Their fellowship-trained hand and wrist surgeons treat everything from arthritis and fractures to nerve injuries and carpal tunnel. And with Arkansas's only hand trauma telemedicine program, advanced care is available around the clock. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Hey folks, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. It's the end of the year, the biggest sale of the year. This is the time to buy. Listen, what we're doing right now is up to $13,000 off Ram 2500 tradesmen for all business owners. $11,000 off the 2026 Rams with available 0% interest for qualified buyers. Up to $15,000 off Jeep Wranglers and up to $10,000 off the Grand Cherokee. And don't forget about the Gladiator. We have up to $8,000 off. Here's my promise to you. We will not be undersold by anyone. Bring us any written offer and we'll beat it. If we don't beat their offer, we'll give you a steak dinner or a Benihana dinner for two. That's how confident we are in our pricing. Plus, no payments for 90 days, so you have 90 days to get started. This is the end of the year pricing. We're making the biggest deals we've ever made. Go to FletcherCredit.com to get pre-approved in minutes. Then come see us on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. End of the year, biggest sale, best deals. Come see us today.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota compact tractors. The Kubota L-Series is the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. They're designed for easy operation and feature performance meshed attachments. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $3,500. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit your local River Valley Tractor dealer or online at rivervalleytractor.com.
Down south, a handshake means something, and we let our actions do the talking. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm is rooted in Southern tradition and grit. Southern born and raised and Arkansas based, Brad Hendricks is named a Mid-South super lawyer year after year. So for car and big truck wrecks, medical malpractice, wrongful death, bankruptcy, and Social Security claims, his law firm produces results. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Southern roots, serious results.
Want to see our beautiful faces? Catch Morning Mayhem streaming live every day on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Just search 1037 The Buzz.
All right, it is 7:50. Coming up here shortly, we'll visit with R.J. Hawk, who always seems to stop by when we're over here with Frank and Zippy. Also, Pat Bradley will call in the 9 o'clock hour. We got Razorbacks versus James Madison. Frank, you mentioned sort of a practice tonight. Roger, 25
and a half.
According to the Oakland Sports app. Yeah. So we'd expect a big win. And then you got conference play starting next week. I was going to make a point back on the lottery and the book I read, which is the greatest gambling story ever told. So the story, the premise of the story, Roger, is that these guys take a chance that this horse, this filly called Winning Colors, was going to win the Kentucky Derby. Only two had ever won in the history of
excuse me, it was way like a year and a half in advance.
Yeah, way in advance. I mean, nobody could have known, but they did. So it made me think about also somebody just asked here. They said, be my luck if I had bought the winning ticket and that I would lose it. So it's the same principle when you make a bet at Oakland or in Vegas. You get a slip of paper. Same thing, you get a slip of paper, right? If you lose that paper, you're done, right?
You're done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it just seems like
and in some cases, they want you to sign the back of it to prove it's yours. You have to sign it.
But it just seems like there would be a better way. That somebody's got a ticket that's worth $1.8 billion. It's on a little sheet of paper, basically.
Yeah. It might have been a coaster for you.
Yeah, I was going to say, you would think.
Where are you going to put it?
Where are you going to put it? And then, Frank, going back to the book, those guys had to keep that ticket for a year, basically, and not lose it. Or when they're going, it would be like, where did my ticket go? Like I lost my phone.
Well, also, some of them bought it were two different groups, two guys in the thing.
Yeah, right.
There were a bunch of stable guys who work in the stable, pooled their money.
Yeah, went to Vegas.
Yeah.
They went to Vegas to get theirs.
The
other guys went to Tijuana, Roger, just to give you what happened. They go to Tijuana and they realize the cartel owns the track, and they're thinking they're never going to pay out the $250,000 that we're about to win. So they're thinking, oh no, how are we going to ever get our money? I won't tell you what happens at the end.
Anyway.
But this is based on a true story, and So that made me wonder too. How many has there been a filly since then win the just winning colors won the Kentucky Derby, Frank? Or is it?
I'm not. Somebody can call in and tell us. I don't think so, but there could be.
I think it was 1987. By the way, game tonight is at 7:00, Raj. And anyway, also too, congratulations. I know there's Arkansas State fans are going, have you mentioned Arkansas State women beating the Razorback women? We have 81-72. At one point, they were up 19 points. And Arkansas tried to fight back. Arkansas State's won 9 in a row. They looked like the better team. And by the way, too, that was the first time they've won in Fayetteville ever. First time they've beaten Arkansas in 20 years. And then also, how about Anthony Black last night or yesterday? Did you see that? 38 points for Anthony Black, who used to play basketball for the Razorbacks, playing for the Magic. Roger, we should try to go see one of his games this year.
Sure.
Did you see how bad Texas beat Southeast Louisiana? Texas is number 2, about women. Texas is number 2 in the country. They scored 120 points. Southeast Louisiana scored 38. So they won by 82 points.
How do you? I mean,
yeah, it's like
a game I get to play in.
Yeah,
it's like 82 points. I mean, come on, man.
Listen, if you've got whatever the rules are, is there a clock keeps running rule?
I don't know.
Well, there should be.
It should be.
You should go. You should skip a quarter.
Also, too, did you know what America voted the best New Year's Eve activity is? It's not going to a New Year's Eve party. That's 24%. What do you think it is, Frank?
I have no idea.
It's something that you might do. It's something that you've sort of done before. Roger's done it. We've all sort of done
Drinking.
it.
Well, I can't say it.
What is it?
That.
Drinking.
No, it's a trip. It's not drinking. No. It's binge watching a series like on Netflix.
Oh, gotcha.
Is that 35% said they would rather watch Netflix or some kind of series, which last night I finished off the P. Diddy, which is really a fascinating deal at 1:30. Boy, he's bad news.
Not having anything to do the last couple of days has been really weird, sitting in my chair not having a laptop or a notebook in my. So I watched Nuremberg.
Did you like that?
Yeah, you just got to go back. What a great job!
Oh my God, you seen that?
What a fascinating job.
Nuremberg is awesome.
And then you go back and you see. I won't give away any of the story after the trial. What happened? I'll let you look at that yourself. But you go back and watch all that. And I watched Sarah's Oil, which
I've
was
heard
also,
about that. I heard it was
good. It was good.
Yeah.
It stops at some of the good part. Then you realize. What had happened years later. Still a good movie. And I'm going to go back and watch this documentary on Bum Phillips. I want to watch that next couple of days.
There's a new John Elway out on Netflix, too. Also, I want to tell you, on this day in 1910, Frank, we've talked about it before, the early days of college football were really dangerous. Players were dying. So Teddy Roosevelt summoned all the great coaches, not all of them, but a lot of them in the presidents to come to the White House. And so that started a conversation, Roger, that led to a few years, I think it was 1905 when he got everybody to come to the White House. 5 years later, on this day, it was the Intercollegiate Athletic Association of the United States. That was the name of the organization. They started in 1905. In 1910, it was changed to the NCAA. And now you look at the NCAA, can't do anything right, can't win a court case, can't do anything. But that was on this day, all the way back. That's how long NCAA has been around, and they're sort of antiquated for that, for that point too. So, 661-1037. If you want to be a part of the show, they're doing deals here today, all the way through Friday. Not open on Thursday. We mentioned Oaklawn is open on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so you can come over here, get your new car, go over to Oaklawn. And win, Roger. Also, some great acts coming up. In addition to Crazy Train, if you buy a ticket, you get one free for January 1st. You got Kathleen Madigan, January 17th. Casey and the Sunshine Band, January 30th.
Gary Allen,
February 28th. And Christopher Cross.
Yeah, Christopher Cross will be fun. Gary Allen, who else? Aaron Lewis, is he there?
Aaron Lewis is February 6th. Okay. Christopher Cross, March 13th. So.
And you mentioned two other things most people don't know. We have the largest Honda store in 3 states. It's located in Bentonville, Arkansas. So if you're in town, you want a Honda, the thing we have 200 Hondas on the ground. So if you look at your regular Honda stores, they got very little stock. But if you want a particular model like a Pilot with a so-and-so color inside or any of the hard-to-get stuff, we have it. So give us a call at Fletcher Honda in Bentonville, Arkansas. They'll deliver it to you right here. Second thing is we have over 100 Toyotas of the hard-to-get models at Fletcher Toyota. So both Fletcher Honda and Fletcher Toyota, we have a lot of stock. Then with those models, they sell fast, and as always, you can't get a hold of the Grand Highlander. You can't get the new Passport in certain colors. So just go online. You can look at all of our stock right online.
And Judy, your wonderful wife, said to remind everybody it's getting cold. Great time to go get a fur at Fletcher and Binsky Furs on Rodney Parham.
Fletcher Binsky Furs on Rodney Parham between now and Friday. You can get your own deal on any kind of coat. A lot of different kinds of coats.
Yeah.
Some of them are not fur. Some of them are, but they're great coats.
That's right, Fletcher and Binsky Furs.
Fletcher and Binsky Furs. Let me see if I have one that I could show you. I do. Right there.
All right, there it is. That's
Yes,
right.
that's
no
the
boy
one.
at 8 o'clock.
Yes,
26 is here. It's a new year. Time to make those resolutions. And if for you they involve the gym, don't let joint pain keep you from achieving what you want to as the new year rolls in. QC Kinetics is here to help. They deliver regenerative treatments that actually help your body repair the areas that are causing you pain. Those achy knees, hips, shoulders, and back, whatever hurts, whatever pain is trying to derail your New Year's resolutions in 2026. Skip the surgery, skip the 3 to 6 month recovery, and skip the pain. Let January be your clean slate, so make it one. Stop managing the pain and start solving. That's 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. One more time, that's 501-214-5880. Let QC Kinetics help you make 2026 your year. Genesis of Conway presents Craig O'Neill each week when he joins Roger, Baz, and Justin on Morning Mayhem. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Happy holidays from all of us at 103.7 The Buzz.
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
Today is the day to give blood, and by doing so, you can win some tickets to see the reigning NBA champions thanks to Our Blood Institute. After giving blood, you will be entered to win 4 tickets to see the Thunder play, a free hotel stay, and a $100 gift card. A Bloodmobile will be at the City Services Building in North Little Rock from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., and another will be at the Walgreens in Conway from 1 to 6 p.m. today. Our Blood Institute is also giving away $5,000 to one lucky donor to kick off the new year. All donors will get a Give Hope t-shirt through January 31st. Those who give blood by January 12th will be entered to win $5,000. You can set up an appointment and learn more at the Our Blood Institute website. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr. Have a great Monday, everyone.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment presents Coach Nolan Richardson when he joins Drive Time Sports every week with Rollin' with Nolan. Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Bowen. Find them online at ametrucks.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
After blustery conditions Sunday night into Monday morning, we still see breezy conditions for Monday. Gusts out of the north-northwest between 20 and 25 miles an hour are possible. Mostly sunny skies and temperatures reaching the low 40s. And then Monday night into Tuesday morning, our lows reach the low 20s. By Tuesday, our highs are in the mid-40s. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Jenna Warner.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
Hi, this is Joe Klein with Corky's Ribs and Barbecue. Whether you are dining in for daily specials like Cheese Dip Happy Hour, driving through for a barbecue bulk pickup order, or prefer our full-service catering, our professional staff at Corky's has you covered. Corky's in Little Rock and North Little Rock. We'll see you soon. And be sure to listen each week when I stop by 103.7 The Buzz.
Hey, this is your conscience. Just want to remind you, December 31st is the last day to get 50% off the joining fee at the Little Rock Athletic Club or Racket Club. Get in there now and join, or you're going to hear from me again.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago politician Dick Durbin. Now, Durbin has a new scheme. He's doing the dirty work to benefit corporate megastores. Durbin's bill could cut corners on your credit card security, putting your personal data at risk. Big chain retailers and warehouse stores want to inflate their profits, and liberal Dick Durbin would help them do it. Tell senators, say no to the megastores and Dick Durbin. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
It's your Razor Hog update each day on Out of Bounds, brought to you by Flight by Yingling. Crisp, refreshing, and just 95 calories. Pick some up for your next tailgate or watch party. Flight by Yingling, brewed for fans who never settle. Yingling.com.
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to FletcherCredit.com to get started. You can be pre-approved in minutes. It's really not hard. FletcherCredit.com. Folks, we're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car or truck you want to turn into cash, bring it to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Thank you.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service. Satisfied customers and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter agents Jay Vandover, Steve Ferguson, or Alex Blake in Little Rock today.
What's going on, everyone? DJ Williams here with The Buzz, and from everyone here at The Buzz, we just want to say happy holidays. Yeah, a couple days off, but don't worry about it. When we come back, we're going to get right back to normal. We're going to see what Justin liked for Christmas, what he didn't like. It's always going to be a fun show, probably more stuff he didn't like. But yeah, also going to be joined by Trey Biddy as well. A lot of good things to look to as we now gear up to get ready for the new year. So make sure you tune in to The Zone, where sports and entertainment still come crashing together.
There's an old saying in Tennessee. I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
Fool me once. Shame on you.
Here are David Basil, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
It fooled me. We can't get fooled again.
President Bush is so funny. All right, it is 8:05 on this Monday, December 29th. Glad to be back on the air. We've missed everybody. I know we had some comments from folks said listening to ESPN is just not the same, so we appreciate that.
It's not.
A couple more messages here before we bring in a new guest here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Speaking of college football rules, did you see them take the Missouri quarterback out for the last play of the bowl game? I did see that. We'll talk with Walt Coleman about that. Frank, one of the folks here, says only 40 Phillies have ran in the Kentucky Derby and only 3 have won. Regret 1915, genuine risk 1980, and then winning colors 1988. So there you go. Somebody says Trip Keeter sounds like he should be a country singer or a bull rider.
No doubt.
What? That is
no
true.
Doubt.
That is true.
What kind of description is that? Hold on.
Well,
Your name.
Trip Keeter.
Listen, that's
Trip Keeter.
Yeah, come on. Or a NASCAR driver.
Yeah. Someone said, this is for Frank. I want to let you know last week I called up and talked to Shapur last minute. My fault about being able to get a seat in the Riverfront Steakhouse on a Friday night, the 19th. Shapur told me to show up at 8:30 and he would get me in. I showed up at 8:15 and sat in the bar for about 30 minutes. A young man, I assume the host, came over and told me they were not going to be able to get us in. While disappointed, we understood because we did not have a reservation. We walked out and decided to see if Benihana could accommodate us. Not only did they get us in, but they treated us like gold. Our cook, I believe his name was Eber. He was the best cook we've had a wonderful service. Just want to say great job and thank you.
Well, great. So thank you for texting in the info.
Exactly right. Somebody said convenient that Josh is out today. Consider Missouri only scored 7 points and lost to Virginia in their bowl game. Let's bring in our man, Mr. Hawk there, Roger Dodge.
A man of many talents, play-by-play broadcaster, real estate agent, and now a state legislator. It's time to talk all things Arkansas with R.J. Hawk, presented by Natural State Wholesale, proudly trusted by major manufacturers all over the world for 25 years. Go see the Flooring King, Don Gresham, at Natural State Wholesale.
There you go, RJ. What's up, buddy?
Hey, guys. How are you?
Let's get that. That's right. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, hey, how are you?
Happy holidays.
You as well. Did you guys have a good Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah?
How was Christmas with the kiddos?
They went back to daycare today. You know, I mean, Addison's still out of school. But, no, it was good. I mean, it's always – everybody knows. Anybody that's got kids knows that the holidays can be a little bit stressful, but we got through it. It was fun.
Frank was asking you, how's the real estate business?
It's good. You know what? We're going to finish about $10 million more than what we did last year in sales.
Whoa!
And so, yeah.
Big number there, big boy.
It's gone really well for us this year, and we've got some big announcements coming up here at the first of the year that I'm excited about. And so, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Congress, maybe?
No, it's going to be real estate related. I'm enjoying my state rep gig, so no Congress in the future.
We had a great time. I had a great time, Frank, being able to go down and surprise my dad. Thanks for Roger for covering a couple days, and got to go home and surprise him down in Florida, and then got to go to Redfield, then to Hope, and then down to Tampa to you. So it was a busy week, and weather was great. Now we go have a 40-degree change in weather. It goes from 75 degrees to crazy to 30, and I think it's supposed to get a little bit colder the next couple of days.
I think they said tonight's going to get down to 27, 28 degrees, and it was 85 degrees 3 days ago.
Rogers, does that mean anything for your plants?
No, for me, nothing.
I mean, the weather, you don't have to pull anything?
Samantha's got one tree that she brings in every winter, so it's in the house now. My grass is brown, and that's the way I love it.
Is it wrong of me, guys, to where I have this big tree that Jessica put up, and Christmas tree. It's big.
Yeah.
Is it wrong that I want to pay somebody to take it down for me?
No.
Is it not? Okay.
No.
Nothing wrong about it. You got to get it down.
Yeah, I feel like
Ryan Henderson's going to come to my house and put in a ceiling fan. He can go take your tree down.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pay maybe.
Well,
just
you have to, because you don't know what to do with it. You'd break it.
Where are you going to put it? That's the question.
Well, I told you the one story I did years ago. I just pulled it out in the hallway of the condo that I was living in, and just had somebody pull it.
This is a beautiful tree, and it cost a couple of bucks. I'm sure that Jessica saved the box.
Yeah, she did. She did.
So it's got to be taken apart. It's got to be put in the box properly. And it's going to need to be.
Is it a real tree? Or
no, it's a fake tree.
No.
It's a fake tree. It's a 12-footer. It's a big.
You're supposed to take it and put it back in the box.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
You put it up there.
Me neither.
Well, Jessica. Jessica really did. I just sort of monitored.
No, really, she did it.
I put some things on there.
You did nothing.
I put a few things on there.
Did you just sit on your computer, watch her put it on?
No, listen. I got up on the ladder.
Fell out of the house.
I got up on the ladder and put the top one on there.
Oh, I saw that in that cartoon.
Yeah, it was.
Like you talking about the star?
Well, just the top section of it. It was big.
The top section.
Okay, I was just making sure that I wasn't.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Listen, am I giving up my man card because I don't want to put in a ceiling fan?
No.
I don't trust myself.
Am I considered lazy, or am I just because it's a better use of my time, right?
No.
So what's the going rate to take down a Christmas tree?
I would probably just pay her son, pay him an hourly rate to come over here.
An hourly rate.
So like, what is that rate?
$100. You give him $100.
Yeah.
$100 to take down that big tree?
It'd be more than
too
that.
much?
No, it's too less.
It's too
that big tree, I bet you pay him $250, $300.
Yeah, but while he's in there, he could grab something if he wants. There could be something in there.
That's a massive tree.
Well, you're right. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, it's probably worth a couple bills. 661. It's probably worth a couple bills to have it handled.
It's a mortgage, yeah.
it just is. It's just.
Oh, I thought you how much you paid for it. No.
Yeah, it's worth it to get it done.
Well, if you trust him.
Don't forget the game tonight is on the Buzz at 7:00. It's James Madison, number 18 Arkansas is a 25-point favorite. According to the 25.5, according to the Oakland Sports app. 661-1037 if you want to be a part of the show. And one of the big stories that happened over the weekend is that Michigan got lucky and got him a coach. After they were looking at nothing, there was nobody there, and there's Kyle Whittingham.
He retired.
I know. They sort of ran. They pushed him out. They sort of pushed him out.
So that makes. I've seen a lot of people talk about the Kane Archer kid that was at Greenwood that went to Utah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Think about this. So, he went to Utah when he was there.
Whittingham was there.
When Whittingham was there, he leaves just shortly after he signs and goes to Michigan. So, there's that window that if your coach leaves, you're able to you can transfer out to a new school.
Right.
Well, does Kane stick around, or does he try to find a new spot?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I know that Trey Biddy had put out something the other day. Whit actually was telling that. Napple was telling me about it. Did you see it? He put out if you had $25 million, how would you spend it on your team? Because now the prices apparently now are for starting offensive linemen are the best are $500,000 to $1 million.
Who gives these prices? Like, well, and where do you see where do you have the graph that says an offensive lineman is worth?
I think they tell them
without having collective bargaining.
I think they tell them what it is. They tell them.
There's a category of each. How much money?
Okay, so they're not just making this up. There's
I mean it's not fixed. It can be a player that blows out of that category.
Yeah,
but in general, offensive lineman was I think 500 to 1.2.
Yeah, 500.
You know, the quarterbacks are 1 to 2 million, but then there's some $4 and $5 million quarterbacks.
Yeah,
but around $1 million.
What's so tough for me, Frank, on that? What's so tough for me, Frank, is that watching linebackers play and knowing that guy's making $500,000 and watching him make the wrong step every time and go and miss the tackle, and it's like, wow, that guy's making $500,000 to be, not a great player. It's.
I wish there was. You don't hear anything at all about someone that has service to show these people how to invest this money, so it's not all gone at the end of 1 year.
Yeah.
There's nothing being talked about. All these players, he's talking about how terrible it's going to be when all that money's gone, and they can't get another contract, and they also can't move on to a higher level.
Or what about paying taxes? Or doing your taxes, and like the day that happens is when the whole thing. When you hear somebody is for tax evasion or whatever it might be. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But the day that happens is when I think you start seeing a little bit of a turn to this thing.
Trip, I don't know if you can find it, but if you'll go to my Twitter account, on the one of the top 2 or 3 posts is Coach Cal. It's when he spoke to Downtown Rotary, and he was Roger. I think we played it last week. Mm-hmm. It talks about he's concerned about the mental health of players because they're not going to be used. They've gotten all this ridiculous money that they probably don't deserve. Just because the money's there, they should be good enough to get it. But all of a sudden, they're going to try to go out and get a regular job when they're 25, and they're going to get $50,000 to get it. And he made the point. He said it's tough to have made money and then not make money.
Yeah.
To reach a certain level, and we talked about that with KJ Jefferson. KJ Jefferson left, and
what's he doing now?
I don't know. And the other thing he said,
not making any money.
Trip, did you hear me, by the way?
Yeah, I'm listening.
There? Okay, see if you can find that. The other thing that he mentioned too, he said what we're missing now, because of the transfer portal, is kids having some kind of identity with the school you go to. He said he thinks there's value in that to go. Nobody knows where you have nothing to identify with. That's my school. Maybe you go there 1 year and have a unique connection. Tougher to do, but he said if a kid's going to 4 different places, it's tough for him to. But he said maybe transfer one time, and then if you have to transfer after that, you got to sit out a year.
Yeah.
So
until you do things like that, it's a free for all again.
Yeah, I think so too. It's just one of those things to where if they. And I think they're going to get that handle at some point. But the problem is you look around and you got a head coach making Kirby Smart's making $13 million a year.
Yeah. 13. So it's hard to hear them say those things because and the only reason I say that is when you see Calipari, whom we love because he's ours now, he left Kentucky a couple of years ago and immediately got another job and made some money.
Well, Kentucky, he came to here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He came here.
Yeah.
He didn't sit out. He didn't have to do anything.
Right.
He was able to go and move on and continue. So that's why with the guys doing with the portal and all that, they see that happening. That's why we are where we are right now. He can do it. So these guys can do it. Now, the other part of it is they don't have anybody who said, like a Frank Fletcher, who's going to take care of Taylor. He's a friend of his now. He's got an ally in Frank Fletcher, and he has a state that will embrace him and hold on. Not everybody's going to have that if you travel 4 different colleges.
I had a wonderful 2 years with Taylor Green, and I'd like to say this to the people that don't know me. I'm still talking to Taylor Green once a week. Still talk to his family. I'm going to his wedding. He's getting married next June or July in Texas. So my life is going to continue with him. Hopefully he'll be playing pro ball. But it was a wonderful experience for me. I was lucky that I happened to back a player that was that nice a kid and great parents, and I've learned a lot from him. And I'm teaching him everything I know, and he wants to learn. He's like, man, just teach me. And when we first started, I made him keep up with a series of 25 or 30 stocks. He had to keep a chart on how much they were going up or down, and then I'd send him a stock report of that, like Eli Lilly, when they had the weight loss drug, how that stock went up,
right.
and then send him a report of the company, and he goes, I love this, but what am I doing this for? And I said, well, Taylor, hopefully one day somebody's going to give you a great big check, and you're not going to be able to listen to the guy sitting next to you in the locker room that goes, hey, I can double that money. I got a friend of mine that, is opening up this restaurant chain, and this is where we can double your money. I said, you're not going to go for that. He said, I'm sure not. So, but it was more fun for me than it was for him. Just a great young man. He
is as classy a young man as you want to meet. I was going to ask him, Frank, too, is this, having done it, you've actually been there, done that, and I don't know if you heard the Arizona State coach the other day, Kenny Dillingham, said, hey, listen, he's in, is it Phoenix, where Arizona State is? Or it's Tempe. I can't remember which one it is. He says, maybe he's in the Phoenix area. He said, surely there's one wealthy guy out there. There's one wealthy guy out there. This is Phoenix or whatever, Tempe, whatever. He said that they can give us $20 or $30 million. He'll just write us a check for $20 or $30 million and change the future of this program, and I'll make him famous. Sort of what happened at Texas Tech. And so for me, Frank, hearing that, it's like, wow, is that what we've become? Trying to find, and how long will that last, Frank? How long will the Frank Fletchers be around to keep doing this?
Well, it can't last. It can't last. And, I've done it before.
Right.
Where I did it before with a basketball player that I only met one time, so I didn't have any personal relationship.
Yeah.
But if you give to NIL, you really need to try to hook up with a player, and hopefully they like you and want to spend some time with you, and you can help. Develop, tell them about the world, what the do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, when I left college at 21. I didn't know much.
But I'm telling you, your deal with him is unlike anything else. I'm telling you, I'll promise.
Nobody gets that.
I'll promise you, there's not another player that had anything close to what you did with Taylor. Taylor's the luckiest guy in the world, is what it is.
And he not only got paid, but he got lifelong.
That's right.
Lessons of the deal.
Yeah, and I know some guys, Frank, that U of A has asked to help a player with money. And I'll guarantee you they didn't have the rookie. So Taylor is a very lucky young man to have that. Yeah. And the rest are just really guys who are getting a check.
But then the Stevens, I mean, you look at Kevin Scanlon, and then Sam Walton. You know Sam a long way. But as far a lot of the Razorbacks, whenever they stayed around forever, there were industry leaders and business leaders, as yourself, Frank, that would look at those guys.
Jim Lindsay was alive.
Yeah.
He took a lot of those people into his company if they wanted to be.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in North Arkansas, but 99% of the people who are giving money don't have any relationship.
No, not now. That's a whole different deal. It's a different deal now. But a lot of it also had to do with your fraternity, if your fraternity brothers and things like that.
Well, the other thing is there's two pools of money here: the money that they get from TV, which is $20 million, and then the NIL. So what's the problem though? The NIL has morphed into not NIL. It's just finding ways to pay players, and so we'll see if they clamp down on that a little bit tighter. You use a creative deal with Taylor that I don't think you said you can't do anymore as an employee.
No, the deal I did with Taylor, I just employed Taylor as a person who worked for Fletcher Auto Group, a private contract.
Yeah,
I did a one-page deal. They send you from the university, it's like 15 pages that you have to contact the player 5 days in advance before you want to do so and so. We had a one-page deal that Taylor's dad looked at that we paid him quarterly, wrote him a check quarterly, and he was a direct employee of Fletcher Auto Group.
Yeah,
and he did advertising for a Honda store in North Arkansas.
And that's not allowed anymore?
No.
Okay. See, again, you found that loophole that you're able to do that.
We had to do it before April of last year.
Gotcha.
That seems like more of NIL than what's NIL now, just because he's doing ads for the Honda store. That is NIL.
I think there's some players that fit the NIL. But the majority of them do not. Like those offensive linemen aren't generating enough money to do. It's all just a pay for play deal. Yeah. And so it's just as long as everybody follows the same rules, you just got to follow the same rules. So
Frank is about Taylor. Like who's the Redskin, the Viking who said you got to have a fall guy, or you got nobody's teaching you how to spend your money in that. So I mean, nobody was helping college students who became millionaires overnight when they went into the NFL. Nobody was doing it. Frank is doing something, as you just pointed out, that probably not anybody else is doing, or very few people are doing.
Well,
so somebody needs to have.
Also, most kids that are 19 or 20 are really not having a good time with older people. You know, they're not. That's not their. I was very lucky that I met Taylor's mom and dad the first day. Taylor came here and bought a truck. We did not pay one penny on it. Never did pay. He paid for his own. And his dad was here. And so we went to lunch, and I met them. And first thing I quickly recognized what a man of faith that Taylor was. I mean, we could not think about eating until they said an extensive prayer. And then you got the feeling right quick. This family, Taylor would look at his mom. He wouldn't even talk until his mom kind of nodded him, "It's your time, son." I mean, it was a respect like I hadn't seen in a long time for his mom and dad, and his sisters. But the more I got to know Taylor, when Taylor went to the Manning quarterback camp. I guess they were the best quarterbacks in the country there. He went to one of the Manning bros and said, "Can I have a Bible study with the players tonight?" And they said, "Well, nobody's ever done that.
Wow.
You can invite them. You can't make them go." And like 90% of them went, and Taylor shared his faith with them. And
how about that?
So they called Sam Pittman and said, "We've never had a kid like this. You know, this kid is different." And so I got to share my faith with Taylor and him with me. So we had a bond there, and he was just so interested in, you know, why is Costco, Mr. FLETCHER, what Mr. Frank, what he called me, Mr. Frank, why do you like Costco? Yeah. You know, what's the difference in Costco and Sam's? That's a good question.
Yeah, sure.
You know, they both do the same thing. What's the difference? Stuff like that. But he really was interested. He wants to know what he's going to do 10 years from now.
Is he? By the way, is he going to be playing the Senior Bowl? Do you know?
Yes.
Yeah, he is in the Senior Bowl. So he's already got an agent. What's crazy too? Everybody's got agents now.
Yeah, he had agents all the time.
Yeah, the high school guys.
Yeah,
I think have agents. Well.
You know, Judy represented the kid out of Bauxite.
That's right.
Evan Goodwin out of Bauxite. Frank, I'll tell you this. So Baz has me do these awards for the Willie Roaf Award, Dan Hampton McFadden Award. And so he said, "Okay, I need you to find me these finalists, and we're going to put this out." And so I've got a group of guys together, and we're going through these names, and Evan Goodwin's name gets put on the list. He's the offensive lineman that's going to SMU out of Bauxite. Well, so I'm trying to figure out, like, how to get the contact information. Well, I look on his Twitter account. He says for all contact information, contact Wright, Lindsay, and Jennings law firm, because that's who handles all of his stuff. And so, luckily, we had the connection with the Touchdown Club. But I'm this kid is in high school.
I know. It is nuts. That's. I mean, you know, I guess, you know, with that money, you know, that high school players are getting offered $400,000 or $500,000. Andy asked here, Frank. Interested whether Frank encouraged Taylor or other athletes to give back to the U of A. Did you talk to him about the giving component, whether it be U of A or church or anything like that?
Well, mainly we were talking about church and religion. Yeah. We did not talk about the Fayetteville. You know, he said, what's the ultimate goal? That if I were be lucky enough to be an NFL quarterback, what if I was turned out to be a good player? What would you think 5 or 10 years would be the biggest thing I could do? And I said, it's simple. It's if you're a great football player, any position where your name is known, you can go to. I gave him, for instance, I said, there's one Subaru dealership here in Little Rock. There's one of the Subaru happens to be one of the top brands here of all brands, And so all these people in North Little Rock have to drive all the way to West Little Rock to get their car serviced. I said, if I call Subaru and said I'd like to apply for a Subaru dealership, they'd say, get lost. We're doing great. But if the quarterback wrote them and told them that he wanted to apply for Subaru or for Subaru in Northwest Arkansas, for instance, there's one there. It should be one there. He can get a franchise 10 times faster than I could, and then hook up with a guy like me or somebody of his choice. The first thing is he gets the franchise. He's got to worry about who's going to run the store and steal from him.
Right.
So, there's a lot of, I won't mention his name, but one athlete came to Steve Landers and said, hey, they gave me a Mercedes dealership in Houston, Texas, but I'm losing money every year. And Steve said, well, come on, let's go down to – you stay in the car and I'll go inside and talk to your store and act like a customer. He came back and told the young man that was an athlete that there's like 13 loaner cars out to their girlfriends, and they're still new blind. And the guy said, well, what do I do now? And Steve said, I'll sell this dealership for you for $1 million in profit. And he did. So Steve's a friend of mine. And so an athlete has to have an honest partner, doesn't have to be Frank Fletcher, a lot of good people. But if you use your name to get something, then you got to hook up with somebody that can.
Well, and let me didn't Sidney Moncrief at one time have a dealership?
Sidney Moncrief had the Pontiac place right across the street over here, and did great. I tried to buy it from him. I went to Atlanta. Most people might not remember. Sidney played for Atlanta after the Bucks. So I went down there and on the practice field. They stopped the practice. He came over, and I said, I need to see what you've been doing. He said, contact this guy, and he showed me the book.
Yeah, I remember when that first happened. That was a big deal for Sidney to have his dealership at that time.
But there's a lot of had 3 dealerships in Dallas.
Barry Sanders has one.
I'm sure how many athletes and coaches have.
Nick Saban has a bunch.
He does.
Who's the basketball player that's from El Dorado? Is it
Malone? Karl Malone.
Doesn't he have a deelship in El Dorado?
He got a few businesses down there.
Yeah, I bet you there
are tons of them.
Yeah,
there are tons of them.
Elway had a ton of dealerships in Denver.
There's a guy, I can't think of his name, played for the Giants that we went to visit in New Jersey, and he owned the parking lot. It has 2 goalposts. He was a kicker, I guess. I don't remember what city, but it's in New Jersey. It's high density, so it's a small dealership that has 2 football folks, and his name on the front of the delership.
Well, name recognition is. That's why.
Totally. Well, Mark Martin up in
Mark Martin,
in
Batesville. That's exactly right.
So anyway, that was a great. So Talon really would like to strive for that.
Yeah, you bet.
And I would love to have him as a partner because he's going to. Me, or if I'm gone, my son, he's going to trust me.
Well, he's got some assets now.
Yeah. Well, RJ is a young businessman that's really learning the ropes of everything. But in business, meeting the other right people to connect with in whatever way is everything. And your people that work for you are everything. R.J. Hawk as the real estate is not going to be a great asset, but R.J. Hawk's company and what he believes in and the quality. That's the word, quality of people you hire.
Somebody said here real quick before we go to break. Did Frank say that Jim Lindsay, say when Jim Lindsay was alive, has he passed? He's not passed yet, right? He is still.
Jim Lindsay's been gone a long time.
Has he?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Maybe not.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think he has.
I'm thinking of somebody else.
Yeah, no, he's not in great health, but he's not passed yet.
Yeah,
yes.
But he's been in bad health.
He's been, yeah. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, thank you for correcting me.
All right, do not go away. 8:30 here. We do it all the time, Frank. We that was on our show quite a bit. Don't go away. 8:30 here at Fletcher Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Listen for Champs and Chumps on Fridays during The Zone. Brought to you by Ouachita Bar and Grill on Central Avenue in Hot Springs and BKC Home Builders, building premier homes in Hot Springs.
This is SportsCenter.
Some of the notable NFL scores from yesterday. The Seahawks defeated the Panthers 27-10. The Eagles narrowly defeated the Bills 13-12. And now the San Francisco 49ers on a 6-game win streak after defeating the Chicago Bears 42-38. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Rams take on the Atlanta Falcons on Monday Night Football at 7:15 on ESPN. And also tonight, the Razorback basketball team will face off against the James Madison Dukes. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. on SEC Network Plus, and coverage can be heard right here on 103.7 The Buzz. I'm Trip Keeter for The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
After blustery conditions Sunday night into Monday morning, we still see breezy conditions for Monday. Gusts out of the north-northwest between 20 and 25 miles an hour are possible. Mostly sunny skies and temperatures reaching the low 40s. And then Monday night into Tuesday morning, our lows reach the low 20s. By Tuesday, our highs are in the mid-40s. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Jenna Warner.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Catch Quinn Grovey each Thursday this football season on The Zone. Get insight from one of Arkansas's best, brought to you by Conway Wealth Management. Conway Wealth Management, planning today for your tomorrow. Take control of your financial future and call or visit Conway Wealth Management today, 501-358-3994.
Or visit ConwayWealthManagement.com.
Securities and financial planning offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
Hey folks, it's Roger Scott, and it's time to talk about Sigma Supply packaging products. You've trusted them for your packaging equipment and shipping supplies for the last 55 years. That's a lot of boxes, tape, and stretch film, my friends. But guess what? Sigma Supply is proud to be part of Brady Plus. They are bringing you even more goodies. We're talking janitorial supplies, facility essentials, and food service disposables. You need toilet paper? They got it. Paper towels? Of course. To-go containers? Well, you betcha. Head over to SigmaSupply.com. Online ordering has never been easier with over 50,000 new products. And if you're really looking to score, text or call sales manager David Breitenberg at 501-617-4600. And don't forget to mention The Buzz because there's a discount for our listeners. Here's that number again for sales manager David Breitenberg, 501-617-4600. I've known David a long time. He's an honest man. FaceTime him. He'll look you right in your eye. Here's a little tip for you. If you're not using Sigma Supply that is now part of Brady Plus, you got low-grade product, man.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong. Right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
You asked for a premium boat at an accessible price, and Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports delivered. Introducing the new Vexus Defender, starting at under $32,000. Unlike other brands, the Defender boasts an all-welded, high-performance hull, hydraulic steering, and custom fiberglass components that give you a stronger, smoother, and drier ride. For 42 years, our award-winning family business has put sportsmen first. Experience the difference at Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports at Hot Springs or Little Rock location, or on the web at TraderBills.com.
This is Quinn Grovey, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
Oh, a little party all the time. Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this song was topping the charts 40 years ago, so I thought I'd throw it in.
Love this.
I was dancing to this at my high school sock hop.
So, Roger, you know, this week wraps up the first session of the 2025-26 racing meet. It's known as the Holiday Racing Meet before it returns on January 30th. Do you have your picks ready? I need some help.
Ready? I've had my picks out already and my lucky socks to boot. Racing starts Thursday through Sunday, and Saturday starts early at noon, so I'm skipping brunch for all this stuff.
Forget brunch. You can bet from anywhere with bet.oakline.com. No excuses.
You talking about anywhere, like on my couch, in my new Christmas socks?
Yeah, iPhone and iPad users grab the app in the Apple App Store. Android folks go to bet.oakland.com and save it to your home screen. It's easy peasy.
Nice. And new members get up to $200 in sign-up bonuses with promo code BUZZ26, and that's enough for new socks.
Plus, you can watch and wager on any track, earn cashback points, and get free past performances and expert picks. Basically, they're giving you, Raj, all the tools you need to win.
And the big race this week, the $250,000 Smarty Jones Stakes on Saturday. That's serious money, bub.
Yeah, bet, watch, and win at bet.oakland.com. Sign up today. Remember, the promo code is BUZZ26. So, Frank, now after reading that book, I'm a little bit more fired up about horse racing. Just, yeah, I read a whole book. Read a book in 2 days.
You read a book?
One of Frank's.
Who are you?
I know. That's what Jessica said.
I'm impressed. Like
it's a shocker,
but
it is.
I didn't hear that. I didn't expect to come in here and hear those words come out of your mouth.
I have a little library on my plane, and so
yes.
I said, "Read this. It's
gotcha.
the greatest gambling
story ever told." And so,
about Wayne Lucas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I read it. It was really good stuff, and so just plus it's an interesting story based on a true story. So someone says here, Frank, on our D3 Auto Sales text line. By the way, RJ Hawk is here, brought to you by Natural State Wholesale. Appreciate Don and the guys.
By the way, on Christmas Eve, or Christmas, I guess it was morning, I texted Don Grisham. I said, "Hey, as a fellow Cabot guy, I said,
Don.
I just looked at Ancestry.com and realized that we were family. So if you have something to tell me, just go ahead and tell me."
Or if it was Don, or if it was Tommy. Could you imagine?
Tommy would be the new owner of 103.7 The Buzz.
No, that's what.
If that were the case,
I think that's what Roger said.
But remember how many times Tommy complained about the lottery, and every time I go in there to get my Mountain Dews, there's somebody over there doing their scratch off.
He did.
And so Tommy ain't playing the lottery.
Someone says here, Frank, I'd love to hear y'all discuss why you think the U of A hasn't made any movement on getting it. Nolan, the statue has become very obvious to the entire fan base wants it done. Nolan is now in the final period of his life. For whatever reason, Hunter Yurachek has been slow to that. He finally got. I will give him credit. He got on the court, which was good. He's been slow getting the jerseys hung. I think they're going to try to do something this year. I think they sort of fumbled the McFadden. They could have done that better, but it just whatever reason, Frank, they just that hadn't.
Well, same reason. Why don't they have any of the trophies?
Well, that's
true.
All
the trophies that they won, bowl games, everything, are all in the store.
I know. That's
apparently we're all making a trip to Rogers or Springdale with Basil, and he's going to get he's getting everything out of the storage unit.
I'm telling you that in 2026 we're going to look back and go, well, that's the year that we found the trophy stuck in the storage unit.
I'll never forget, Frank. We're at the Touchdown Club, and Baz comes up to Chris Kane and I and says, "Boys, we're going to make news today." And every time Baz says this to Chris and I, we're like, okay, here we go. Because he's called out Hunter. He's called out all these people. So, Chris and I are sitting there. We're waiting on what he's about to say, and we're wrapping up. And I look over at Roger, and Basil goes, and you got Anthony Lucas sitting there. You got Madre Hill sitting there. Baz goes, and one more thing.
Yeah.
I was told by a very reliable source, Dean Weber, that there's a whole bunch of trophies sitting up in Springdale right now in a storage unit. I'm just telling you, Hunter, I'm coming for you, and I'm coming for those trophies.
No, and I didn't say Hunter. I said I don't care who it is, if it's the Chancellor, if it's Hunter, we're going to find those trophies.
Oh, my gosh. He said, it's like that Razorback speech. He said, I don't care if it's one of you, two of you, all of you.
I've been sitting on that for the last year and a half, and it was sort of got me in the mood of I got irritated and just said, you know what, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. People need to hear it. I'm irritated as it is anyway.
Chris and I were calling the Hatchers try to get the limo bus to go up there and get those trophies.
Somebody was saying a lot of folks that they had heard that Lindsay was not doing well either, but I think he's still alive. So, and by the way, I think Malone is not El Dorado. I thought he was though, Roger. I think he
was Utah first.
Yeah, but he I think he was born in El Dorado, but lives in Louisiana. I think
the border. Yeah,
and Daniel
Gafford. He's got more than just.
Yeah, I think so.
We've seen that dealership.
I know he's got a trucking company.
He's got something as well. Yeah.
Daniel Gafford is from El Dorado too. Someone said you should read On Fire by John O'Leary. Frank really likes that book. Is that one of the ones you realize?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, you get on Frank's plane, and it's like a library. It's got like 5 books on one side.
The Playmobil?
It's like it's like a Playmobil.
I keep books on there for short stories and things for people because when you fly, books just make the time go by. And also, the reason I read It's because it puts me to sleep about 10 minutes to read a book. I just go sound asleep.
Someone says here, Morning Mayhem, where we raise the dead and bury the living. Laugh out loud.
Well, one thing about Jim Lindsay, I knew him many years ago,
yeah.
and he did so much for Fayetteville.
You bet.
With Arkansas.
You bet.
And he did a lot of things with mentoring young men that were playing sports there.
Yeah.
I almost had an opportunity to get in business with him. We went down to Florida and looked at flew down there on his plane and looked at Jim. Most of you know, builds these apartments with golf courses. And anyway, we looked at a piece of land that we never could secure, but we were going to do it together. But I would invest with him in a minute because he was very high quality.
Yeah, he was one of the first guys, of that 64 team that when he came when he got through with his career, came back and invested, started buying land out there by the mall and developing.
But he stayed friends close with Frank Broyles.
Yes, he did that.
I think he
did.
Got together on a mall up there.
Yeah, and then of course Jerry was on that team. You think of the businessmen on that team, the Jimmy Johnsons, and who turned out to be pretty darn successful. If you just joined the show, they got to sell 18 cars here between now and Friday. If you missed the deal, RJ, it's sales tax paid.
No, I heard it.
Yeah, and
I've been trying to do a deal with Zippy for a while, but my wife keeps getting in the way on the price.
Work it.
We talk about once a month.
What are all the white work trucks out there that you got 100 white? What?
So we do a fleet.
Okay, fleet. It's a fleet. Okay.
Courtesy deliver, so they're ordered straight from the manufacturer, and they pick us.
Got a ton of those.
We got a ton of them. It's the end of the year. A lot of these businesses,
Yeah, one of the things to mention is if you own a business, if you buy vehicles a certain weight, like a 3/4 ton truck.
Yeah, 1 ton.
Different kind of vehicles, you get a big tax write-off. So anyway, for any of you that have a business that might want to consider buying before the first of the year, but this is the busiest time of the whole year. These, and the reason it is people ask me, well, why are you so excited about selling product? I go, Grandma gives cash. Grandmas usually don't want to go out and hunt stuff, so they give kids and grandkids, and then also a lot of companies give a bonus check right before Christmas or sometime in December. And so people have a larger amount of money so this is the prime time for automobile business. First 10 days of December, we could have a camp out here. Nothing going on. but about 5 days before Christmas, the heat starts going.
Okay.
And then today, I'm hoping that we do 15 cars here today.
Wow. Whoa.
That's right. So you got sales tax paid. You got the biggest discounts of the year, 90 days to first payment.
You just come in here and say, I want to eat a steak dinner for the next 6 months. I want to. You tell us what you want to do. I want to change those tires over to these tires.
We're sitting by the pool. If you those who missed the story earlier, we're down in Tampa. Frank's checking on some horses, and he's got his wonderful wife, Judy, and I brought Jessica along, and I hear Frank. I'm sitting next to Frank, and I hear Frank going, who are those two customers there by the whatever car? What's their story? And I said, Frank, are you on your phone looking at customers that want you to?
I was looking at my Honda store, and I was watching this couple, and I could tell by their arms waving back and forth. You can always tell when they're happy, when they're not happy, when they're not deciding. They cross their arms like this.
Right.
That means it's a no.
So,
when they start pointing. So I could watch all my different stores on my telephone.
That's how fascinating, because Roger does that. Roger loves looking at his front yard.
Yes,
on
I
his
do.
phone. Yeah, I mean that's Roger.
What's that blade of grass?
Yeah, Roger loves just looking at the yard.
Let me tell you a funny story about this camera we have. We got one in our house. We got a camera in our office, but it's so old now. It's been out. We've had it for years. It used to have a blinking light. So you could look up and you go, well, Frank's watching. Yeah, be careful. Be careful. But I don't got no blinking light no more. So I never know when he's watching or when he's not.
Everything on my phone. I know when my garage door goes up and down.
You bet.
So I'll look and see what's going on
technology
out there to see everything that's going on, change the temperature and do all that stuff while you're doing all that stuff. So Samantha doesn't know. She wonders. She goes, sometimes I wonder if you've got a camera in here that I don't know about. I said, well, that's
the other thing. The other thing he's watching for is if dogs poop in his yard.
I try not to do that as much
He makes
anymore.
him so mad, Frank, if a dog poops in his yard.
Well, it's disrespectful. I mean,
if another owner that allows that to happen.
Well, listen, when you're walking your dog, walk them in your backyard first. Let them take care of the business. But then if you're going to poop, you got to pick it up. Don't have a 16-foot chain on your dog either, so it can go all the way up to my front door. That's crazy. That's why I have purchased. It's very disrespectful. That's why I have purchased Sam's size containers of cayenne pepper. I sprinkle that on my yard.
Can you believe he does that?
And those dogs.
Is he serious about this?
And they go right on by
You're
my
being
yard.
serious.
Are you serious?
100%.
It doesn't hurt your yard?
Doesn't hurt it at all, and it keeps the deer away, too.
Cayenne pepper on his yard.
I learned that from the lawn experts at Sanders Supply. You put that into they sniff.
Essential ground.
Sanders Ground Essential. I'm telling you, Frank, if you've ever seen the movie Cool Hand Luke, when Luke tries to throw them hunting dogs off his scent, he sprays all kinds of pepper.
How often do you have to put the cayenne pepper out?
I make sure after it rains, I go back out.
Come on in here.
Somebody.
Thank you.
And you know what? And by the grace of that pepper, I ain't had any poop in my yard.
But what's funny is that I look over at Roger just like you were. I was over watching. I said, look here, Frank could be on a yacht somewhere.
Yep.
But he's going to look at his phone.
Yep.
He's going to look at his phone to see how people are doing.
Right.
Roger, I look at Roger and say, what are you doing? I'm just looking at my flag blowing in the wind on the
Looking at my American flag blowing. Looking at my Steve Brown sign. I need one of yours in my yard.
I'm not running right now, so.
But I still have one of your signs.
Speaking of cameras, we just got a new camera system put up at Hornet Ice right now.
Is that right?
It's being installed today.
Oh, jeez.
It's actually being installed today.
I can tap it.
Are you going to put any barriers
Well,
around
no,
it?
while we were, some nefarious stuff happened while we were down in Texas.
Really?
So,
like what? What happened? Just some break-ins?
Yeah, or attempted. And so we've got cameras going in around Hornet Ice.
Did you see out in Texas while you were out there the dudes that stole a truck? Smashed
I did that.
In
I saw that.
convenience
Could
store?
kill somebody. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have a debit card machine at your house?
I do.
Does it work?
It works like a charm.
The ones I always try to use.
We've
and
got
I'm digging in my change. I don't carry change anymore.
we upgraded just recently, so you can do tap with your phone now.
Nice.
I'm tapping into
and be able to get ice that way. So.
All right, do not go away. We're here at the Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. The biscuits are here. That means Frank is not doing any talking. He's eating. So don't go away. 8:49. Life isn't just about living, it's about living well. No one understands that better than Baptist Health. They support you on your wellness journey wherever it may lead. Baptist Health really is so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner, helping you live your fullest, healthiest life. Baptist Health provides a range of essential screenings for vital areas such as your heart, prostate, and colon, coupled with comprehensive and personalized care. They utilize state-of-the-art robotic surgeries to ensure faster recoveries and significantly less pain for their patients. You can always rely on the care you receive at Baptist Health to be delivered with Christian compassion. It's no accident that they are recognized as Arkansas's most trusted and innovative healthcare system. Their commitment to excellence is evident in every aspect of their service. When you need a partner in wellness, visit Baptist-Health.com to find the care you deserve. Baptist Health is so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner, helping you live your fullest, healthiest life. Visit Baptist-Health.com to find the care you deserve. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
It's not just about selling you a car. You deserve more than just a vehicle. You deserve an experience. This is Mark Miller for Parker Cadillac in Little Rock, and I'm offering you a first-class luxury buying experience no matter what your budget is. From $10,000 to $100,000, we've got something for everybody. All cars are not the same. One look at our inventory and you'll agree. Shop online at parkerpreowned.com and let us give you the first-class buying experience you deserve.
Hi, I'm Steve Edwards Jr. with Edwards Food Giant and Edwards Cash Saver. Christmas season is upon us, and with that comes all the typical hustle and bustle of the holidays. This Christmas, as you hang your stockings and sip the hot chocolate, take a moment to celebrate the true reason for the season. Love, hope, and joy brought to us on that first Christmas night. Share kindness, offer forgiveness, and embrace the love that came to us that holy night. From the entire team at Edwards, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spray. Or stop by 65th and University.
When there's work to do, ground to break, and a reputation to uphold, you need the powerful, durable Kubota RTVX, North America's #1 selling diesel utility vehicle. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 1.99% APR for up to 36 months, or save up to $300. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit your local River Valley Tractor dealer or online at rivervalleytractor.com.
Edwards Food Giant presents Razorback Baseball color analyst and Drop Time Sports co-host Rick Schaefer every Tuesday morning on Morning Mayhem. Rick will share his special take on Razorback sports with the guys each week. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people, the only stop you'll ever have to make for your family's groceries.
Hey, everybody, this is NFL Hall of Famer Dan Hampton, and I love hanging out with Paz and the boys on The Buzz. Tune in every morning so you can get the news just like I do.
All right, 8:53 here at Fletcher Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. Thanks to Trip Keeter for filling in for Josh, who was got back from a trip to Hawaii.
Marvelous job.
He went to Hawaii?
Yeah, with his family.
Oh,
he had a little. The stress was too much to bear for the long travel back from Hawaii.
Did he eat his Grey Poupon on the way back?
I don't know. Good to see RJ as always.
Yeah.
Always.
Hey, good to see you guys. Hey, one thing, Natural State Wholesale out in Cabot. Like, if you are looking for flooring fixtures, outdoor patio fire pits, they've got it all right now.
You got ceiling fans?
They've got ceiling fans.
Yep. Do they?
And they've got nice ones as well.
Yep, they do.
Well, that's what I'm looking for. I need a 52-inch sweep.
In fact,
I need 52-inch sweep.
They've got a 60-inch.
I need 52.
And they at one, you know those. And that's when I say this, it's the brand, but it's called the Big Ass Fan.
Yeah.
They had some of those out there. They're like the ones that go out.
I follow you. But I need 52-inch.
Yeah. So no, they've got 52.
Okay.
They've got the whole thing out
I'll
there.
look
Natural
online.
State. You can go online, naturalstatewholesale.com.
Someone says here, it's time for Frank Fletcher's New Year Pledge Challenge Guarantee. If the Hawks make the Final Four, he gives away a brand new car and a brand new truck with absolutely everything paid for. Get your kicks in 2026. I don't think you've ever done a basketball one, have you?
No, but I might consider that. Thank you, whoever suggested that, because I'd love to see the basketball team go all the way.
Yeah. What would we got? Pat, by the way, Pat Bradley's going to be calling in shortly. And I tell you too, Roger. Did you see what happened there during the break? Frank got up, RJ got up, walked to another area over there. They were doing business over there, I think, doing business.
Yep.
You know, Frank, you did tell a story about you were just talking about it. You know, it's always great to work with other people. Other people can help you, and you even told the story. You never told the Bill Bowen story before. The banker from First Commercial Bank. Was it First Commercial Bank back then when he was at Bowen?
First Commercial, yeah.
Yeah. And every people along the way, or everybody plays a role, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. It's essential that when you're out and you meet people and you're dinner or you're introduced to somebody, try to follow up with that person. Drop them a note, give them a call.
Yep.
If you have another opportunity to meet again, everybody I meet, is not everybody, but a lot of people I meet, it's like the story he's talking about this was a long time ago. I was in this room with Sam Walton, and he said, I'm going to give you a $20 million order. And I told him I couldn't do it, but the price he wanted. And he said, what's the problem? And I said, well, you're just below my cost. And he goes, that's not your real problem. He said, you don't have enough money to do a $20 million deal. This was a long time ago. And he was exactly right. And he said, do you see that man standing there in that suit? And I said, yeah, he's a big, tall man. He said, that's Bill Bowen. And he goes, you know him? I said, no, sir, I don't. And he goes, you're going to get to know him because he's going to loan you this money.
How about that?
And aren't you, Mr. Bowen? And Bill Bowen shook his head to the positive.
So the moral of that story, Sam had to believe in you enough to be able to tell Bill Bowen.
Yeah, I mean, he did. Yeah. And we were just, we were getting started. We just didn't have a big line of credit. But, it's like R.J. Hawk now. I knew him when he was just on the radio, and now he's in the state legislature. Well, it's important to be able to call him and go, R.J., what are they talking about? Some of that stuff's over my head, some of the bills they have. But it's being able to call him at home or call him on because I have his cell phone, or he has my cell phone. But it's connections you make everywhere you go. I mean, it's just I met a gentleman named Todd Denton that I didn't know that he owns a lot of restaurants and businesses here, and we've been to lunch a couple of times. And, it's just people you get to know. It's so helpful in life.
Yeah, it really is. And,
hey, by the way, speaking of a quick bill, and it affects everybody, the grocery tax statewide.
I saw that.
It is eliminated January 1. So now that is the state tax. So for those that are, when they see their grocery bill, there's still, cities and counties can still assess a local tax, but the state tax goes away January 1. I was co-sponsor on that bill.
Very nice.
So what about income tax? Is it going down again this year?
We have our fiscal session starting in April, and there's all signs pointing that we're going to be looking to lower that down again as well.
I mean, we were just in Florida this weekend. Just see what's going on in Texas and Florida and Tennessee. It's unbelievable how many people will move here and how prosperous.
Well, the governor, that was one of her goals, was to get that to zero by the time she's done. So,
RJ, thanks, buddy.
Thanks
guys.
guys.
Next week.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, RJ.
All right,
Thanks.
Don't go away. Pat Bradley.
Bye, Cart Fletcher.
Hey, this is your conscience. Just want to remind you, December 31st is the last day to get 50% off the joining fee at the Little Rock Athletic Club or Racket Club. Get in there now and join, or you're going to hear from me again.
103.7 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorback basketball. Coverage is brought to you by Lion Legal Services, Kaufman by Design West, Bell Chevrolet, Network Services Group, and Windrock Automotive. Razorback basketball on your home of the Hogs, 103.7 The Buzz.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong. Right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Celebrate the opening of Flyway Brewing's new Breckenridge Village location with The Zone broadcasting on location this Friday on 103.7 The Buzz.
Where the Hogs hit the hardwood. 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock.
Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
All end of the year donations at the Arkansas Food Bank will have 3 times the impact. Officials say every donation through December 31st will be tripled thanks to a family who is matching donations of up to $15,000. You can donate or find ways to volunteer at thearkansasfoodbank.org. And it is time to sign your kids up for the Little Rock Police Department Youth Camp. The free youth camp is from May 31st through June 5th. It is for Little Rock kids who are 10 to 12 years old. LRPD says it will feature outdoor activities, arts and crafts, sports, team challenges, as well as science experiments. You can learn more on the Little Rock Police Department's Facebook page. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr. Have a fantastic Monday, everyone.
Tune in every Monday night at 7 for the Coach Calipari Show. Coach will break down each game and talk strategy. And it's all brought to you by Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram and the Big Lot in Benton.
Weather from the FLETCHER Weather Center.
After
After blustery conditions Sunday night into Monday morning, we still see breezy conditions for Monday. Gusts out of the north-northwest between 20 and 25 miles an hour are possible. Mostly sunny skies and temperatures reaching the low 40s. And then Monday night into Tuesday morning, our lows reach the low 20s. By Tuesday, our highs are in the mid-40s. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Jenna Warner.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
Tune in weekdays to The Zone for What's on Tap, presented by Flyway Brewing in North Little Rock. Each day during the week, we'll let you know what you can be listening to and looking for in the world of sports and entertainment on the Buzz, television, and everywhere else you tune in. What's on Tap, brought to you by Flyway Brewing. Fresh beer starts here. Follow the migration. It's all on your fun and game station, 103.7 The Buzz.
The Zone Hotline on 103.7 The Buzz is presented by Jim's Razorback Pizza with 2 locations, Highway 10 past Taylor Loop and just off the Morgan Mall Mill exit.
Roger Scott for Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. The holidays are here, and Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union is helping you stay on Santa's nice list with our end-of-the-year, New Year auto loan special. For a limited time, get an ultra-low 2.06% interest rate, no payments for 90 days, and up to 84 months of financing. Whether you're shopping for a new ride or looking to lighten your monthly payments, this offer works on new and used 2024, 2025, and 2026 models. And yes, you can refinance your current auto loan and save. It's quick, it's secure, and it's easy to apply. AlcoaCommunityFCU.org. It's AlcoaCommunityFCU.org. But hurry, this special ends soon, and once it's gone, it's gone. We're proud to serve 15 counties across Central Arkansas with real people, real service, and real savings. And from all of us at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families presents Central Arkansas Soup Sunday, March 1st at 3:30 at the Jack Stevens Center at UA Little Rock. Arkansas Advocates works for an Arkansas where every child and family has every opportunity for success. Central Arkansas Soup Sunday benefiting Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families, March 1st at 3:30. Tickets are available at aradvocates.org and at the door.
Duck season is just around the corner. Is your boat ready for the blind? Don't let a breakdown ruin your hunt. Bring your War Eagle duck boat to the pros at Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports. We offer full service from oil changes and lower unit lube to tune-ups, lighting, trailer maintenance, and more. If you're looking for a new rig, check out our full line of War Eagle boats along with Suzuki, Yamaha, and Mercury outboards. Even better, buy a new War Eagle boat in November and get a free pair of Sitka waders. Visit us in Hot Springs or Little Rock or online at TraderBills.com.
Hey folks, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. It's the end of the year, the biggest sale of the year. This is the time to buy. Listen, what we're doing right now is up to $13,000 off Ram 2500 tradesmen for all business owners, $11,000 off the 2026 Rams with available 0% interest for qualified buyers, up to $15,000 off Jeep Wranglers, and up to $10,000 off the Grand Cherokee. And don't forget about the Gladiator. We have up to $8,000 off. Here's my promise to you. We will not be undersold by anyone. Bring us any written offer and we'll beat it. If we don't beat their offer, we'll give you a steak dinner or Benihana dinner for 2. That's how confident we are in our pricing. Plus, no payments for 90 days, so you have 90 days to get started. This is the end of the year pricing. We're making the biggest deals we've ever made. Go to FletcherCredit.com to get pre-approved in minutes. Then come see us on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. End of the year, biggest sale, best deals. Come see us today.
This is Justin Acree. If hand or wrist pain is getting in the way of your daily life, it's time to see the specialists at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Their fellowship-trained hand and wrist surgeons treat everything from arthritis and fractures to nerve injuries and carpal tunnel. And with Arkansas's only hand trauma telemedicine program, advanced care is available around the clock. Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today and get back to living pain-free. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Tuesday on Out of Bounds, we will discuss Arkansas, Houston, and the break that they're about to take before SEC play begins. Matt Zimmerman will join us at 2:10. We'll get his thoughts on Arkansas basketball. Plus, we'll get some college football picks from Brian Edwards. He's from VegasInsider.com. And we'll talk about the Monday night football game. See if Phillip Rivers can get it done as a 44-year-old quarterback. All that and a whole lot more coming up Tuesday on Out of Bounds.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
I want your blood. I want your soul.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
I want them both right now.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
I'm your huckleberry.
Here is David Basil, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, Lunger, let's do it.
All right, it is 9:06 here on this Monday, December 29th. See what the temperature is, if it's warmed up any. Let's see.
While you're doing that,
wow, it's only 31.
It's really, not going to get much. Yeah. It's not going to get much more. The only thing Frank had pointed out: clear skies and the sun's out. Yesterday, it was crazy. Leaves were blowing like crazy. Hey, let everybody know it's Big Monday at Family Market stores in Pangburn, Malvern, Mayflower, Hot Springs, and Greenbrier. You'll never pay full price for gas again. You can fill up your tank with premium gas at mid-grade price and fill up your tank with mid-grade at regular gas prices all day today.
Before we go to Pat Bradley, we hadn't even talked about it, but in addition to selling cars here all this week, you've got New Year's Eve.
Yeah, New Year's Eve, folks, if you hadn't thought about it, everywhere your call's going to be full, and your wife's going to be mad. I just called, and we do have about 50 slots left for New Year's Eve at Benihana's. So if you'll call 371-9000 or just call Benihana or Open Table, we can get you in New Year's Eve at Benihana's. But if you don't do it today, don't come down there without a reservation because you will not get in.
But so in both places,
we're already pretty full in the steakhouse.
Yeah.
The only way you get in there is no Shapur.
That's right. And everybody knows Shapur on that night, I'm sure.
Think about that, though, and call today and make a reservation for New Year's night.
All right, let's check in with PB. The Razorbacks play tonight at 7 o'clock. As Frank mentioned, it should be a practice today. The Razorbacks are 25.5-point favorites, so it should be a good warm-up for Tennessee this coming Saturday. So let's bring in the shooter if we can there, Trip.
It's now time to talk to the shooter. Pat Bradley, brought to you by Cabot Outdoors, your Hustler Zero turn mower and steel equipment dealer. And we work with all brands in the service department. CabotOutdoors.com. Now from the land of the Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, and Red Sox, here is Pat Bradley.
PB!
Hey, what do we say there, boys?
We are here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. They're doing deals. They got to sell 18 cars here, Pat, between now and Friday. Zippy said he may do them all today just to get it done today. So what do you say, man?
Well, I think the hit rate that you guys get when you do a show over at Frank's place, you should have that done by noon time.
Thanks, Pat.
All right, PB, did you have a good holiday? Everything good at Christmas? What does Santa bring you?
Yeah, it was good. Oh, not too much. And Mr. Fletcher, always great to say hello to you and talk with you. And next time I'm in town, we'll get together for sure.
You're one of the most fun guys I've ever met.
Well, listen, and there's still a lot more fun to have. So
that's right.
That is what we got looking forward to.
That's right.
So what's up? And try not to put on too much weight over the holiday. That was the number one goal.
I said, Pat, I thought it was a little odd. It seems like we haven't played in 9 days, and it seems like we got all that momentum of playing for the last month, and then all of a sudden you stop playing for a week and a half.
Yeah.
And they'll get them back in the rhythm tonight before they play Saturday. But it seemed like it'd have been nice just to play maybe one game. I know it's the holidays, but just to keep them in that game shape or game mentality.
Yeah, over the course of the last few decades, I guess it's been, scheduling has sort of adjusted somewhat. With basketball, you almost reserve yourself to know, hey, I'm not going to have Thanksgiving, I'm not going to have Christmases. If I have 2 days off, you're fortunate. And, it's just the nature of the sport being where it falls on the calendar. So you see teams, you remember, they used to take off like 7 to 10 days during finals week.
Yeah.
They don't do that really anymore. I mean, finals, I can remember finals were was the easiest part of the season. because you only had to go, take one final at 10 o'clock, and you didn't sit in classroom all day. So now, but you're right, though. I think we may see things change in the future where there isn't that big of a layoff.
I wanted you to hear, we were talking earlier about what Coach Cal had to say, and I've got the sound, Frank, from it. This was at Downtown Rotary a few weeks back, Club 99, and it's really gone viral now because people have been resharing it. It's Cal talking about the concerns he has about players that are transferring from year to year and the money and the mental health part of it. So, Tripp, if you have that, let's punch that up and play that.
I say to you, if a kid transfers 4 times, is he going to graduate from that school? There's no way. You can't graduate. So now you're going to be done playing without a college degree. You have no ties to the last school you went to where they feel that you're from Arkansas, you played here, we're here, you're going to have opportunity. That's done. You're offered $55,000 in your first job, and you go, what? $55,000? Do I have to show up? Are they going to? You got me an apartment, right, or a car? I mean, I'm worried about mental health. Mental health. That look, I've been poor, and you know what's worse than being poor? Coming across some money and then being poor again. That's the worst. That's probably why I'm cheap, because I'm not going back there. But yeah. So my thing is, and I've been pushing this, you can transfer once without penalty. Because you picked the wrong school, the coach lied to you, there was another player that came that you didn't know about one time. And after that, you got to sit. Because what do you think they're transferring for? Somebody help me here. Why are they say it? That's it. It isn't because they're mad at this or that. I can extort you, and if you don't give it to me, I'm going over here. If we cure that, I've been saying it for 5 years, no one listens to me. My dog, I call him, he runs the other way. My wife doesn't listen to me, no one listens. If we cure the transfer rule, 70% of our problems go away. We can deal with all the other stuff.
All right, PB, what do you got to say? It's plenty of good things to chew on there. What are your thoughts on some of the things he said there?
Well, first of all, no one listens to me either. I've been saying this for 10 years.
Sure.
I mean, everybody knows the transfer. Believe me, players have been getting paid. It was about the money. Players have been getting paid since a lot, okay?
Yeah.
So the problem now that upsets coaches, not that players are getting paid, because they've always been getting paid, it's that they don't have any control over whether or not they're going to have this player. And so you sort of, it has to be done. I don't understand. Maybe it's some sort of legislation, which that's above, like, I don't even, but I have no understanding why you can't sign a contract with a player that says you're committed to at least 2 years. Or,
I think
furthermore, I don't understand. There must be some legislation, because all I hear about is, the players will sue. Why can't you cap an age? Like, you cannot play college basketball after 25 years old.
Right.
Why can't that be a rule? I don't understand why they can't make rules. Like, why does it take so long to change these rules? Somebody knows why. Like, if you don't want, just put the rule in tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm with you, Pat.
You can't transfer more than 2 times. You can't transfer more than 2 times.
Separate rules.
That's it. You get 2 times. Now, believe me, we played at a time, Baz, where if you compare what is allowed right now compared to what was allowed in 1985, we would say it's unfair. But we dealt with it.
Right.
So anybody who says things are unfair Too bad. These are the rules. It's like the guy said in The Godfather. This is the business we've chosen. It is what it is. Don't worry about some poor kid who transferred four times.
You know what, Pat? But you know what he said after that? He also said, "I'm getting ready to go take a nap, and there's a $2 million briefcase in your room. When I come back in here, if it's in here, I know we got a deal. If it's not, I know I don't have a partner." And that's where we are right now. It's about money.
Wait,
it's
you
all
talking
about the
about
money.
Coach Calipari
you've got to check. Yeah, you know what? I'm talking about all of them.
Coach Calipari said that?
No. I'm saying that's what the guy in The Godfather said.
What I'm telling
you said it's a business that
what I'm telling you is that what you just said, that quote, sounds like what a lot of coaches tell players.
Yeah, agreed. I agree 100%. And I know a lot of people. I've got some folks on our D3L Sales text line that's telling me that you can't compare what a coach does because a coach is a grown man and he's got a job, he's got all this, he's got all that, compared to a kid. Well, the toothpaste is out of the tube now. We are where we are, and it has to be fixed now. Something that Frank Fletcher was able to do in the last 2 years is no longer a part of the deal anymore because they just keep nitpicking and patching this thing up. It needs to be done exactly what you're saying. Just like when someone says, we couldn't take away what's his name's money. Catalan's money when we first had Catalan as an NIL for us.
We just chose not to.
Well, we chose not to because we were also, in my opinion, shamed into it when his agent or attorney said, look, you want to do that? And then let everybody know that you're taking the money away from this kid because he can't play. Yes, that's the thing. But if you tell if you put in Taylor Green's contract, all right, we're going to have you come and be part of Arkansas. But if you leave, you forfeit all the rest of your money. He can either say, I'm in, or no, I don't want that in my contract, and I'll go somewhere else or take it out.
Really, there's only one group of people who can stop the transfer portal today. They can stop it by noon. There's only one group of people.
Who's that?
The coaches. If these coaches do not take these guys, they will not transfer out.
I know,
so
Pat.
The coaches.
I know. But coaches want to win, Pat, and the only way to stop mine and Zippy's pretzel from being $50 at a ball game is we stop going to that ball game. But there's going to be enough people that still want to go to that ball game and watch it. So we all have to get together and do it all at once, and it's going to hurt.
Well, again, you go back to the situation where everything isn't fair. It's not meant to be fair. Try to, but it's never going to be.
Yeah. No.
It's never going to be fair. So the coaches
I'm not suggesting it has to be fair.
Keep complaining.
No, I'm not saying it has to be fair. It has to. Everybody has to have the same opportunity. But
it's never going to be.
Well, no. Quarterbacks, receivers, and running backs used to get the most money. O-line, we didn't hear about O-line and all that now, So I understand what you're saying.
My solution, my thing is this. First of all, this all began because a few coaches were willing to take any player at any time, any moment.
You bet.
I know coaches. I can personally tell a story of a coach telling another player, stay where you're at. I know you want to transfer to my school. Believe me, just stay where you are. We're not taking transfers. There are other coaches who publicly, Dabo Sweeney, right? Wasn't he one of them that was sort of hesitant in doing all that transfer stuff?
Yeah.
So, but then again, who is going to set the rule? I don't know. Baz, is it the NCAA? Is it
no? They need to come up with a different
association.
Group. Yeah, they need to come up with
these rules.
That's right.
I don't know.
That's the problem. They need to come up with a different body beside the NCAA that can do it. I did want to ask you real quick, too, before we let you go, Pat. I do want to thank Cabot Outdoors, 901 South Pine Street in Cabot, 501-843-7956. The home, somewhere in Cabot, there's a billionaire today, Pat. All right, so Frank Fletcher said he might consider doing some kind of he does these bets during football season that if the Razorbacks were to win, what was your bet this year, Frank? It was
if they won
6 games.
Was it 6? Was it conference games or just 6 total?
I forgot. It was something.
It was like if you win 6 games, he'll give away 12 cars for
Wow.
free. He did that years ago. He lost the bet and
gave away 12
gave
cars.
away 12 cars. So what can we do? What can we do for basketball? What do you think, Pat? Is this a Final Four team? Is this a Sweet 16 team? What does Pat Bradley think?
Well, certainly, talent-wise, they no question can go to an Elite Eight. They can go to a Final Four. You know, as Frank knows, you know, the NCAA tournament, it's a one and done. That's a one and done deal, man. You could have one bad night, one kid gets in foul trouble, one referee decides it just ain't his night. That's dangerous. But talent-wise, they do.
Well,
you thinking of doing something in terms of how deep they go in the tourney?
How about this, Frank? If they make the Final Four? No? What do you think?
Davey, you're not talking me into anything on this show.
As long as you keep remembering what you spent. That's right. Just keep remembering what you spent in Tampa over the weekend, Frank.
How about this? How about you come up with something
How
where...
about this? We sell 15 new today, and they go in the Final Four, and I'll give away 4 new cars.
If they sell 15 new cars here today, the Razorbacks make it in the Final Four.
You'll give away.
And I'll do the Michael Jackson.
Frank, how about this, Frank? How about one for every tournament win is 1 car?
I think Frank's out there. Frank's throwing
Let's
it
go
out.
on to another subject.
Listen, that's a doable bet for the. I mean, that what Frank just said. That is, I mean, that's not so far fetched.
15 cars in a day. That's a good clip. But it's been done before.
15 cars
today,
company wide, or just Fletcher?
I mean, we did 10 here in one day last week.
Oh man, we're going to sell 20 Hondas.
So 15 here today.
15 here
take
today.
A monumental effort.
I'll make it easier. I'll say we'll do 12 new today, and we'll get in the Final Four.
You'll do 4 giveaways. Wow, there you go.
That's
that's going to be $200,000.
Zippy, we're all pulling.
Wow, hey, I'm in.
4 $50,000 cars.
Oh, you're giving away some nice
I'll
ones.
give away some nice stuff.
That's a nice stuff.
You're not going to the basic level.
Well, there's no basic stuff
anymore, is there? Yeah.
All right, there you go, Pat.
All right, Zippy's got some numbers working in his head.
You can do 12, Zippy.
Hey,
you can do it.
I mean, we did 10 last week.
We got to put this out on social media.
Got it.
Frank Fletcher has done it again. He's thrown out something. It's a combo. It's a combo bet. It's a today bet.
Is it a parlay? Is that what it is?
Yes, it's a parlay.
You got a parlay going right now. Got a parlay going. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Got a parlay.
All right, well, Pat, we should cover tonight. I think it's 25.5 is the time
It's
for
a big
tonight.
number, man.
It is.
Big number. Big number.
It's the Dukes of James Madison. And then we got conference next week. You feel it's Tennessee. Will we beat Tennessee Saturday?
Well, I'm happy we start on the road. I mean, at home, right? It's a home game.
Yeah.
It feels like we've been on the road every start conference every year. It'll be a pack. Tennessee's a really good team. We should be favored in that game. There's no question.
Okay.
Even though they're a top 20 team in the country, but once again, Rick Barnes always has great teams. But hey, listen, if we want to go to the Final Four. Those are the games you get to win, right?
That's right. That's exactly right. Well, all right, PB. We'll talk to you next week. Hopefully, we'll talk about our first conference win against Tennessee. Have a good one, man.
Yes. All right, boys. Good luck.
All right, thanks again to Cabot Outdoors at 901 South Pine Street in Cabot. Frank, you've done it again. There you go. Throwing it out there.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll also say that if we sell 12 cars, is that what we said?
Yeah.
If we sell 12 cars, and I want everybody to be crystal clear, of those 12 people, you do not win unless we get all 12. I want to get that down.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Those 12 people will be able to eat free once a month, 12 times at the steak.
Wow! Holy mackerel!
And they will get 12 free
nights of free nights if they want to come stay in the hotel and get away from home.
Wow, holy cow. 12 free nights. Do they get one dinner or dinner for two?
Dinner for two.
Dinner for
and
two.
A room? Once
and
a month.
Room. They don't have to share. They don't have to do the room and dinner at the same time.
No, they don't have to be.
Wow.
They could be an accommodation. But the key to it is I don't want somebody to say, well, I bought a car, but you didn't do it.
Right.
You got to know at the end of the month. If we're going to be honest with you, we want to give it away.
So I'm going to get this straight. If I buy a car,
I got it.
If I buy a car today, I can pick out.
And you're going to drive your own deal however you want to do
it. Let me ask one more thing. Now, is all of that null and void if you only sell 11 cars?
It is.
Yeah.
So for him to, if I buy a car and I'm also banking on getting that dinner for two.
You buy the car because it's the best deal.
There's no doubt.
I'm just telling you, this is an extra bonus.
All right, I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah. So if you only get 11, do the 11 still get the deal from you?
No.
Okay, it's got to be all 12. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
To get the dinner for two and the room.
The whole thing's packaged together.
Okay.
Wow.
Got it. I got it.
12 nights.
12 nights.
12 meals
of the year.
Well, let's do the math about it.
Once a month, dinner for two
$3,000
at the riverfront. Riverfront. Once a month, if you want, you can stay at the hotel. Yeah. That's all predicated upon 11 other people purchasing a car.
Now, let me ask you this: somebody.
Now, when does the final paperwork have to be done? It's not just going to happen
by 7 tonight.
Let's stay till 10 o'clock. It doesn't matter to me.
10 o'clock.
I'm over here writing notes.
Okay.
So let me ask you this: so our good friend Randy Allison was asking. Lease arrangements don't count. It's got to be. Can it be a buy?
Yeah, it can be a lease.
Okay, Randy.
As long as it's a new car.
Randy, you're in. You're in. So there you go. If you want to come,
at least that's one.
Yeah.
One down. 11 to go. And again, he's giving away 4 new cars at $50K per. If all that happens and the Hogs make it to the Final Four.
That's another. The room. If they get the deal, the room and the food's worth about $2,500, right? Yeah, $2,000 to $3,000.
Well, we're gonna give them a super nice room, and we'll even do it on a concert night.
Whoa! It just keeps adding to it.
Listen, this is
good Lord.
Isn't this what you do with Oakland
when you do
this?
On the concert.
This is like let's make a deal.
It's a progressive.
It just keeps adding on
progressive.
To it. Just keeps adding on to it.
It sure does.
Let's knock it out today.
All right,
I'm gonna come buy a car myself today.
All right, don't go away.
Lower my blood pressure for the week.
Fletcher Dodge, don't go away.
This is Sports Center.
Some of the notable NFL scores from yesterday: the Seahawks defeated the Panthers 27-10. The Eagles narrowly defeated the Bills 13-12. And now the San Francisco 49ers on a 6-game win streak after defeating the Chicago Bears 42-38. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Rams take on the Atlanta Falcons on Monday Night Football at 7:15 on ESPN. And also tonight, the Razorback basketball team will face off against the James Madison Dukes. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. on SEC Network Plus, and coverage can be heard right here on 103.7 The Buzz. I'm Trip Keeter for The Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
After blustery conditions Sunday night into Monday morning, we still see breezy conditions for Monday. Gusts out of the north-northwest between 20 and 25 miles an hour are possible. Mostly sunny skies and temperatures reaching the low 40s. And then Monday night into Tuesday morning, our lows reach the low 20s. By Tuesday, our highs are in the mid-40s. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Jenna Warner.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families presents Central Arkansas Soup Sunday, March 1st at 3:30 at the Jack Stevens Center at UA Little Rock. Arkansas Advocates works for an Arkansas where every child and family has every opportunity for success. Central Arkansas Soup Sunday, benefiting Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families, March 1st at 3:30. Tickets are available at aradvocates.org and at the door.
Mickey Hennard for our service department at Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy. Whether it's Kubota, Vermeer, or steel, our team will take care of you. Family owned for over 30 years, Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy, your hometown Kubota dealer, no matter where you live.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago politician Dick Durbin. Now, Durbin has a new scheme. He's doing the dirty work to benefit corporate megastores. Durbin's bill could cut corners on your credit card security, putting your personal data at risk. Big chain retailers and warehouse stores want to inflate their profits, and liberal Dick Durbin would help them do it. Tell senators, say no to the megastores and Dick Durbin. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
3, 2, 1, Happy New Year! Yeah, I know I'm celebrating early. It's my not-so-subtle way to remind you that December 31st is the last day to get 50% off the joining fee at either the Little Rock Athletic Club or Racket Club. So what have you overindulged over the holidays? Once you take a tour and discover the various ways to lose weight and stay in shape, you're going to say, sign me up, and they'll say, great, you get 50% off. Make it happen soon at the Little Rock Athletic Club or Racket Club. Happy New You!
It's time for the Big Buzz Chili Cook-Off, Saturday, January 24th at the 36th Annual Reliance Bank Arkansas Big Buck Classic, presented by Arkansas's Best Chevy Dealers. Register your team at 1037thebuzz.com. First place wins $1,000 and proceeds benefit Shriners Hospitals for Children.
This is Miss Arkansas 2023 Corey Keller, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
I don't know. He's playing some.
What we got there? What's that?
This is a cover of Relight My Fire. It's a pretty good one.
I don't. Let's see. Where's that? Is that from the?
Now, who's Fat Larry's band? You're putting in a lot of music that we're not.
I'm putting some stank on there for you, Raj. Come on. Now.
I guess so. You know what? I need some new stank.
This ain't quite stank though. This is more disco.
Yeah, reminding everybody that those great deals that we were at last week at Eva Bella Day Spa, all those great specials, Dee Dee has extended those until and she likes what she's heard here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. She's extending those great specials to December 31st for the next couple of days. You can make it's a great gift to give a hostess at a New Year's Eve party if you'd like, but those great deals at Eva Bella, still a few days left till the 31st.
All right, if you just tuned in, Frank just created a new deal. It's a two-part deal. So first of all, you've got to sell. He's going to give away 4. If the Razorbacks make the Final Four, he'll give away 4 new cars. If they make the Final Four, and today they sell 12 new cars today, signed contract today. Even if you have to order the car and it's coming in another day, if you sign today. Then those 12 purchasers, those 12 customers, if you reach the 12, all 12 of them will get a free night stay.
It doesn't have anything to do with the Razorbacks.
That's right. It has nothing to do. This is just if all 12, they sell 12 today, you get 12 nights, 1 night a month throughout the year, a night stay at the Riverfront Hilton, Wyndham, and then you also get a meal for 2 at Benihana at Riverfront Steakhouse.
Once a month.
For
2, yeah. 12, yeah. Or you can do. We're going to give you 12 different deals. If you want to do it all 3 months, you could.
All right, so 12 meals, 12 meals for
12 for 2,
and then 12
your
nights.
choice of anything on the menu. It's not a cheap deal. We'll give you a great room. If you call us ahead of time, we'll get you a room on the concert night, which we're full every concert. Yeah. We'll get you a free room then. But anyway, you got to help us do 12 cars.
That's right.
Today.
So the 12 got to help each other. So if you've been, it's like one of those challenges.
But if we don't do it but 11 cars today, we're going to give you a deal today.
No doubt.
Because if we don't get these 20, we got a certain number we got to do. We're going to lose out about $100,000 from our factory. So, and rather than lose $100,000, I'm telling you myself that if you know me, you know, if you come out here today, we're going to give you a deal of a lifetime.
Yeah, you're going to get a great deal on the vehicle anyway.
Forgetting all this other just gravy.
Yeah, you mentioned it early this morning that it's sales tax paid for the rest of the week.
Yeah, till Friday.
That's what, and that's the 20 cars you're talking about. You've got till Friday to do all that to get your kickback.
We do 12 today. We got it made.
What's the other special that I hear you talking about, Frank? The $25 deal at your restaurant.
Oh, we're doing. Most people that do a sushi deal, all you can eat. It's a buffet where you go by. We're doing different. We're cooking each order right in front of you at our sushi bar. You get the soup, salad, the Benihana rice, and all the sushi you can eat of the good stuff. All you can eat for $25 per person, Monday through Thursday at Benihana, and it's in the front
Wow.
bar area. Did I say everything right, Jim?
Yes.
I mean, at lunch or dinner, and believe me, you'll see a lot of other folks there. But, you know, you can eat $40, $50 worth of food. The Benihana rice is $6 by itself. You get a salad and the soup, and then all you can eat.
That's a great value.
Someone says here, Roger Bass, will Frank, this is how freaking wild. Will Frank throw in free car washes and oil changes for a new car purchase? Go Hogs. I don't know. I think you pushed him about as far as he can go. I think he's done enough.
Yeah, I think he's done a great job. And the oil change, you get oil change. You negotiate that with your sales guy.
You come out here and buy a car today, and you just tell Zippy what it's going to take to sell you the car, and we can talk about free oil changes.
Hell, I'm gonna have to. I invite you over for dinner tonight too. You want to come over and eat?
The other thing is that for those who missed it, you're paying sales tax for all the deals. The 12 today.
Yeah. The sales tax. I was telling Roger earlier. I don't know if everybody was listening, but it's 6.5% is what state sales tax is. So every $10,000, it's a $650 discount.
Yeah. So what we'll do, Roger, I think it's a good idea. Let's do a video during a break, and that we can post to explain this amazing deal. You got two exciting things. You got 12 people that are really going to get a heck of a deal, great deal on the car, and a heck of a deal at the hotel and food.
That's right.
And then if
Calipari gets us there,
Calipari gets us to the Final Four, there's 4 new cars.
Let me ask you this: do you, if I buy a car, go ahead.
And those people are going to be the only ones that are entered in the.
That's right. Wait a minute. What do you mean? What now?
They're going to be the only ones that are going to be entered in the free car.
Who?
So there's only going to be 12 people entered.
Well, they've already bought a car.
But they get another one.
Oh, is that what you're saying?
No,
Okay.
I don't know if legally we can do. I guess we'll do.
Okay.
We'll.
You need to talk to
We'll
Tom.
find out today if we've sold 12 cars, then we'll let anybody enter.
Okay, because that would have been an outstanding deal. Even
yeah.
because your odds would have gone down.
You could get 2 cars.
I don't think we can legally do that.
I got you.
All right, listen.
We'll
call RJ Hawk.
Lawyers.
If I buy a car from you and then I recommend somebody, do you give me $50 or something like that?
We give a $100 referral.
So if there's another bargain that person, if I get a car today and get all these discounts and everything, then I recommend my neighbor or my buddy to come get one of those vehicles as well to help sweeten the pot. I get a couple of bucks there too.
That's right.
It just keeps getting better.
Yep. So we appreciate everybody, putting the word out.
Referrals
so it's
are great,
nice.
obviously.
It's nice to get you $100 if your buddies want to buy a vehicle and you want to send them to a salesperson that you've been buying from. And make it easy on them. You can send them up here and then get $100.
What a hope! Well, we're going to be checking in with over here at Fletcher Dodge throughout the day to check on Zippy.
We need to get the ticket.
Whoever comes out here today, besides everything else, you will love the deal that you get because we've got to sell it. This is not we want to sell it today. We got to sell it. I'm telling you what, if anything else comes Friday, I may be buying cars for the hotel because we're going to get to this number one way or the other.
I was going to mention, Roger, on this day, 1851, the first Watt was organized, and I'll give you a hint, Roger.
Was it autos?
I'll give you a hint. There's a song about it.
The first Watt was
1851 was organized, and there's a great song about it from the 70s. It's still popular.
Car wash.
No, it's still popular at stadiums and groups around the country. No matter where you go, when this song comes on, people know what to do. It started on this day in 1851.
YMCA?
That is correct, Tripp. Well, ring the bell. You are correct.
Okay.
The first YMCA, Frank, was organized in 1851. Also, if I threw out, let me see here. There's a couple. Do you remember this name, Frank? Ray Nitschke. The great linebacker from the Green Bay Packers. Boy, those were the old. It's his birthday today.
He was in.
He was in Longest Yard. He sure was. He sure was. Also, the birthday of Mary Tyler Moore today. Oh, she finally. I thought it was sick. She was still alive.
No, she
died in 2017.
Okay.
I love this story, Frank. Charles Goodyear. It's his birthday. Of course, he's long deceased. He was born in 1800, died in 1898. He was the inventor of vulcanized rubber after he accidentally drop some rubber mixed with sulfur on a hot stove.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy how that's how, you know, half the things we discover now are
Well,
by
not only
accident.
that, but then somebody had to go, you know what you just did? You vulcanized it. What do you mean?
Also, a couple other birthdays of actors. John Voight.
Big fan.
Who was Midnight Cowboy, Deliverance.
What did I see him at? 4 Christmases?
4 Christmases, Mission Impossible. It's also the birthday of Ted Danson, who Frank gave Roger a big compliment.
Glowing.
So Ted Danson's wife, Mary Steenburgen, was in the movie Antiquities. Have you seen Antiquities yet, Frank?
No.
We have got to get you and Judy to watch Antiquities. Yeah. It's Roger starring role.
Yeah, it's my claim to fame.
You just text me the name.
Yeah, we got to do that. Sean Payton's birthday is today.
Sean Payton.
Did the Broncos win this weekend? I can't remember.
No, maybe right at the very end.
You know what? They won their division.
Yeah, I think they came back and won, didn't they?
I think they came.
Now, there's a case where a coach made the difference.
Boy, he sure did.
Yeah,
he sure did.
You know, he as soon as the gentleman died at the Saints, he knew that the wife was going to take over. Probably wasn't going to spend any money, so he hightailed it.
Denver beat Kansas City last Thursday. It was the same night that Dallas beat Washington.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Then you got the Rams tonight at Atlanta. Who do you think is going to be the MVP, Frank? Do you think it's going to be Stafford at L.A. or the Drake May kid at in New England?
New England, I think.
It's going to be close. I think
Stafford's got a little bit better number, maybe?
A little bit better touchdown numbers. It's not far off, but they are both that are close. I also saw where the NFL record was set by receptions by a tight end in a single season. This is crazy. Trey McBride, I'm not sure who he is.
Arizona.
He plays for very good. He plays for Arizona. That's right. He has caught 119 passes this year. 119. That is crazy. I don't know what the all-time record is for just a normal wide receiver.
To what now?
He's caught 119 passes. I mean, that is nuts. They've played, I guess they played around 14, 15 games. That's an unbelievable number for him. So, anyway, I saw that yesterday. And also, how about this? And, Roger, you were talking about this. The Buffalo has won their division 6 years in a row.
Yeah.
This is the first time in 6 years that Buffalo has not won.
Yeah.
New England has done it.
Which is time just flies.
So yesterday's win by the Patriots improved them to 8-0 on the road, and said it marked only the third time in the history of the Patriots that they've finished unbeaten on the road. With all those great Super Bowl teams, 2007, 2016. Huh. Who knows? They may end up. Who knows? I don't know who's going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Well, Kelsey is retiring and getting a raise.
Doing what? Just marrying what's your name?
He's going to have a wedding.
You think he's going to retire?
Sure he is.
You think he is?
Hell, does he want to go out there?
I just think
he's got work to do at home.
He does. I just don't think he wants to go out on a lousy season. Here's the deal. I'll make a prediction. If he retires, he'll come back and play again.
Well, listen, if what's his name from the Colts can.
That
guy played good too.
Yeah,
I watched him play
great story on him and his attitude yesterday. He goes,
sure was.
He goes, I don't care. He said, no game is not important. You know, did you see who was it? The Carolina Panthers. They were in victory formation even though they were losing. They were down 27-10. The game was over with. But instead of still trying to do something. Yeah. And I get it because they don't want to get anybody hurt, but a lot of people were critical. You know, that's not the way the game is supposed to be played. You play the game. If you don't want to play, get the backup in there and play. Yeah. But that's what Phillip Rivers was saying. He goes, man.
He said, I got 3 bonus games.
He said, if I'm playing in my backyard with my kids, it's important. It means something.
Well, he really did well. He can throw it. He can't throw it a long way. Yeah. He can throw 20, 30 yards.
It's a great
right on target.
It's a great story. I just wish he'd have won a game or two.
There is a lot of story about that.
It's good stuff.
I just wonder, how long it took him to know the other players' names.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, like how long did it take you to know which one was the left tackle?
Yeah. Right. I watched
when you see guy,
I watched him going up down the sideline. He captured. He's a smart guy.
But that's got to be such a great story.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I hope somebody's NFL doing some kind of film on that.
Oh sure, it should be some little 30 for 30 about him coming. He's a grandpa for crying out loud. Then you see Phillip what is his name? Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Where he got chased out. Did you see that? Where he got
Yes.
chased out, and then he was trying to help the dude up. And
Yeah,
dude
I
didn't
saw
want-
that.
He said, "Well, you mad? You mad because you can't outrun a 42-year-old?" So he was just getting back in his face.
How about the Steelers? All they had to do was win
Yep.
against the
Yep.
Cleveland Browns and just could not get it done. So now they got to play Baltimore this week. Is
Yeah,
that
it
what-
comes down to that.
It's going to come down to DK Metcalf not playing.
Oh,
this
yeah,
day.
it really did. And that's a great point we hadn't mentioned today. That stupid move he made. He got suckered into.
How about the guy getting in his backyard, setting up a full news press conference,
Yeah.
and going on? Have you seen that?
I just saw a press
You've got to
selection.
watch it.
I have to go back and watch
I
it.
mean, the guy.
All right, listen, you've heard the deal today. 12, if you buy a car today, you got a lot going on. We'll come back and recap it here in a minute. But it's a heck of a deal to buy a vehicle here at Fletcher Dodge. Don't go away.
It's really been amazing, the amount of people that I've had contact me, and the talk is generally centered around QC Kinetics, and whether it's a knee, whether it's a back, a hip, shoulder.
He's always happy to talk about how QC Kinetics all-natural regenerative treatments finally gave him relief without surgery. That's former pro football player Bobby Carpenter.
My message to them is do not wait and push off a week, a month, whatever it is. So if you want to feel better this summer, now would be the time to get in. If you want to feel better in the fall, make sure that you're getting in here so you can go out and play golf and do the things that you love and enjoy.
Spoken by a man who experienced relief firsthand. QC Kinetics gave this former pro athlete back his mobility, his activity, and they'll do the same for you.
Has really helped me in just my general quality of life.
Don't wait. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today. QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
Happy New Year from the friendly folks at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, where you're always greeted by a real person and receiving amazing service. Kick off the year with our New Year auto loan special. Enjoy no payments for 90 days, an ultra-low 2.026% interest rate, and up to 84 months financing. Offer valid on 2024, 25, and 26 models for new and used vehicles or refinance and save. Apply securely today at alcoacommunityfcu.org. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, proudly serving 15 counties across central Arkansas.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota compact tractors. The Kubota L-Series is the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. They're designed for easy operation and feature performance meshed attachments. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $3,500. Now through December 31st, see us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit your local River Valley Tractor dealer or online at rivervalleytractor.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OCEAN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OCEAN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OCEAN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Ready for action? Your Little Rock Trojans are turning up the heat. Be there when the Trojans take the floor at the Jack Stevens Center. On January 1st, as the women take on Tennessee Tech at 3 and the men at 5 p.m. Every play, every shot. It's the hottest game in town. Get tickets today. Single game tickets and multi-game ticket packs are available at lrtrojans.com. Don't miss out on the action. Get your tickets now at lrtrojans.com.
Hey Arkansas, got your ticket? The Powerball jackpot is more than $1 billion. Imagine what you could do with this life-changing amount of money. A new car? Dream vacation? The possibilities are endless, but the clock is ticking. Drawings are every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, so don't wait. Get a Powerball ticket today at your favorite lottery retailer. Must be 18 or older to play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Hey folks,
Trey Johnson with HJ Trailer Sales in Hot Springs and now in Paragould. If you're in need of a trailer, truck bed, or truck accessory, come see us at HJ Trailer Sales. We can save you up to 30%. In some cases, that's $5,300 off. Take a look at hjtrailersales.com. From our family to yours, we want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. For a lot of people, this is a hard time of year, but the greatest gift of all is Jesus Christ. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from HJ Trailer Sales in Hot Springs and now Paragould.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time Sports. Rick Schaefer, Dr. Google, better known as Kramer, and I wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We'll be back Monday, December 29th, with the fresh Drive Time Sports for you on 103.7 The Buzz.
This is Darren McFadden. I listen to Baz, Justin, and Rod because they got their wood. Enjoy Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
There it is right there. Little YMCA. I saw a picture of Frank as a high schooler. First time I've ever seen that. He was the same height he is now, and a lot thinner. What were you, about 185?
What kind of shot is that?
Who'd you say?
You. Saw a picture. That's your phone. Man.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, Judy goes, listen, look at you want to see a young
Yeah, that's when I was in high school dancing. No, I weighed 140.
Cubby. Cubby, that's right.
The new weight loss pill that I'm waiting on is coming up January the 1st. Instead of taking the shot, you take it orally. Yeah. So as soon as my doctor tells me that I can, we'll mix my other stuff I have to take, I'm going to lose me about 50 pounds.
Wow. I like it. Somebody had a good question, Frank. And we're going to re-say the deal here in a minute. But somebody said, if you sell 20 cars today, do all 20 get it or the first 12? That's a good question. Ooh, yeah. So what if you sell more than 12?
Oh, yeah. Anybody
above 12?
12 has to be if you sell 11, the deal's off. But if you sell 12 or 20, everybody gets the same thing.
If you just tuned in, if you come in today and buy a new car, and the number of total new customers they buy new cars reaches 12.
At least 12.
All 12 of you will get a night stay 12 times throughout the year.
It's your choice.
It's your choice win at the Riverfront Wyndham. And then you also have 12 nights of eating steak at whatever you want.
Steakhouse or Benihana's.
Either one. 12
for
nights.
For 2 people,
12 times.
Mm-hmm.
So you do them together. You do it. Then, if that happens, then now Frank is going to be able to, if the Razorbacks get to the Final Four, he will give away 4 vehicles.
That everybody
has a chance
Not
to
just the
win.
people that bought the cars. Everybody can. Now, wait a minute. Let me just back it up. So anybody above and beyond the 12 people that buy a new car today, if it's 20 for sake of argument, then all 20 of them get the room and the meal. Okay, gotcha.
Well, we feel sure we can sell 12.
Sure.
But we're going to need people's help.
Yeah. So we need
because we have to sell these cars to get this money from the factory. So it's stupid for us not to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll do a video, Roger, and we'll post that.
And Tippy, you'll be the first call in tomorrow morning on the show to let everybody know thumbs up or you still get a great deal on the car.
Now, is it more of a challenge because it's coming out? Because normally when we're over here, it's a Thursday, Friday.
A lot of people are off this week. This week.
So that helps.
Yeah. And then people got bonus money. This is a big car selling time of the year.
Okay.
First 2 weeks of December, we could have been closed, but this is a very hot time for people. You got people who got money for Christmas. You got companies, and then a lot of people will need to buy a car to charge it off on your taxes. If you do business in your car, or if you're a business, this is time to come over here and buy 4 or 5 trucks.
And they're going to get a deal today.
They're going to get the deal they'll never get all year.
You asked, Roger asked earlier, when's the best time to buy a new car? Right now. Right now, you got sales tax paid available. You got 90 days to first payment. You got manufacturers stepping up and giving 2.9%, and then huge rebates on top of that. So when you combine all that, we can make it work.
Well, the fun part is that I know that everybody has to understand they can come in and see Frank Fletcher himself. If he's here, ask, and you can see him if he's here. The other part of it is that no matter what time of year it is, you can come in and do what Frank always says. This is what it's going to take for me to get in that car. Can you help me? And then leave it at that. And if they can, great. If you can't, you can't. But
Yeah,
you'll tell them.
we can take motorcycles in or motor home.
We've took a trailer in before, boats, a little bit of everything. But main thing is we got to hit this new car number, and we need your help.
Someone says here, this is Rebecca, says, Kelsey's not retiring. He still loves the game. All right, we'll see. Yeah.
Razorbacks at 24.5 points now tonight. Drop down a point. Yeah.
Baz, yesterday they said on NFL, Cam Little is 53 of 59 field goals in his 2 years. He's only missed 6 field goals in 2 years. He's a heck of a kicker. Trip, let us know who we have in studio.
Well, DJ just walked in.
Hey, DJ, what's up, bud? Is he in front of a mic yet or no?
What good is?
Let's see.
Hello, DJ.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, DJ, we're over here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Future Happy New Year. Did you have a good Christmas?
Great Christmas. Got what I wanted. Got some new underwear. The high quality stuff. Top notch. Family's good. Everybody's good. How about y'all?
It was good. It was good. I got to go home and see my pops and my mom down in Florida for a few days. That was great. Got to spend a couple of days with Frank Fletcher yesterday down in Tampa. Got to see my Jessica's family. So it was busy, but it was good.
Nice.
Hashtag blessed.
Yeah, I even went to a circus yesterday.
Circus.
It got cut a little short because it got a little dicey here weather-wise last night.
Oh, it did.
Oh, yeah.
It did.
It sure did.
It's nippy. What's going on the show today?
Fun stuff. I believe our boy Trey Biddy is going to be joining us today, thanks to Tire Town Point S. And so we're going to be talking about all things Razorbacks. The portal officially opens Friday, so we'll probably take a little head start, see what we need. What do we need? Let's go window shopping and see what apparently we can afford this year since we got this new revenue share and money's no longer an issue. So we'll see how that pans out. Also, we got
the year in review. It begins today.
Yes.
You know what, Justin? I'd forgotten that. I just hadn't thought about it. The Pope, the Pope, and then we were talking about deaths with Ozzy, and I mean, you just
Hulk
don't
Hogan.
think. Hulk Hogan. You don't think about it. So I thought, oh yeah, that's right, that happened this year. So yeah, we're gonna do that over the next 3 days. Roger's gonna have a break for a couple days. So.
I get it. I don't know when I'm probably gonna be helping others.
When's you help people every day, Roger?
Yes, exactly.
When's Josh come back?
We don't know.
He's back, but he
was out last night. It's sauced watching the ball game, so it wasn't much jet lag as much as it was jet logger.
Frank, thank you so much. Thanks, Zippy.
Yes, thank you.
Let's celebrate. Justin, did you hear the bet by Frank?
I heard it. That sounds amazing.
What is it?
Yeah, let's give away 4 cars to get to the Final Four. Let's get the 12 sold today, and then let's give away 4. That'll be a fun year.
Now, if they win the national championship,
Come see us.
Okay, and if you give away they win the national championship, you can give away a whole dealership. Wow. What do you say? He's got some to spare.
If we don't sell 12 cars, we may be close.
All right, Raj, have a good couple of days off.
Welcome
Zippy,
back.
thanks. Frank,
Thanks, Frank. Thanks,
Trey Shapp, thanks for the help as always. All right, do not go away. Zone's up next. It's 10 o'clock.